or something in this game? Baracus?
Yes.
Was he the nobility before the game? Your last game started, or he like become nobility from just being like a level never adventure?
He became nobility because he married into nobility.
Oh, okay. That's So is there like a Queen Elizabeth situation going on, or he take the actual possession of king for marrying in? I know Queen Elizabeth has king, whatever his face, but he doesn't really count. I
Pretty
think
much
it's just
how
called
that
a prince,
works.
right? It's called like a prince of something when the queen marries someone outside of it. The queen still remains the head monarch.
Right, I'm back.
Well, she's in charge because he's an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, Baracus is really an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
He could have matured.
Yep.
No, only a little bit, but not enough to.
Yeah.
Like he did mature, but he's still an idiot.
You've never met Baracus.
I listened to a couple of games.
Okay, well, you will probably know how dumb
couple
he is.
endgame ones.
He's pretty dumb.
The only ongoing question I had about that game was why the barbarian didn't rage as much. I guess there was some kind of like story behind it. But I wasn't.
Talk to Jeff about that.
The way you said that, Mike, makes me feel like there's something deep about it. Whether you guys are pissed about it or
no, I think he just forgot about rage times. It's okay. He played a druid and never once wild shape.
Well, what kind of druid was he? Was he moon or was he land?
I don't remember. Jeff,
if he was moon, that'd be garbage. But if he was like playing land or something, that'd make sense. Like land or shepherd or some other one.
I don't remember what one he was playing.
But yeah, if he was playing moon druid, never shifted, that'd be kind of.
I'm back.
Jeff, what type of druid was Luhador?
A shitty one.
No, I meant what was his
moon, land, shepherd.
I think he was a land one.
Okay, that makes it a little more acceptable that you never wild shaped.
Yeah, it's spellcaster. The shaping is just kind of like there for kicks and giggles.
Yeah, but he was basically just produce flame on a stick.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty great one.
When you needed it, he was there.
When you didn't need it, he was still there.
And when you needed it even more, nobody was, and they all started rolling like shit.
Yep. Hey, type.
Yep.
Hey, Dad.
So
Yeah,
we're
tell
just
me.
missing
Buzzing in my
a
ear, and I'm
slice.
super, 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 super fucking annoyed by it.
Okay. You gonna take that on us? Or
Yep.
Okay, just double check.
All right, we all
Fair warning,
die
guys.
right now.
Just fair warning. I did not get a sheet, but for purposes of this, you can comfortably assume that Garg, the friendly ogre who wants to do good, and his sword Moonslicer are with your party at the
I almost forgot about him.
I did forget about him.
I didn't.
We need to make him a token.
Somebody get me a Garg token and you'll have it.
He has like existing artwork, doesn't he?
I know. That's why
Sure he
I'm
does.
gonna go get the art, and I want to make you a token.
I just assume
Okay.
that he's gonna leave us once he gets to.
The city. Like, guys, people in cities don't usually like me. I'll go.
I mean, I don't know if balance-wise, we need a fucking legendary ogre running around with us.
No, we really don't. But
We should keep
Don't have to worry about it. Then freaking Godfrey will pick up the magical sword that makes you lawful good. Have a great day. Actually, he said it's a great sword, but is it like an ogre's great sword, or is it like a regular, like it looked like a short sword?
Magical item, it resizes.
Oh, goody goody. So we got freaking Berserk Blade over here.
Yep.
Buster Sword.
That's a fantastic token.
Just get Garg uploaded now.
There you go.
Recurring villains at Strahd.
And Strahd comes back again.
Frickin'
Oh,
vampires.
fuck that shit.
He needs to be bigger.
Oh, he doesn't?
Bigger
How do you
legendary
think?
resistances, advantage in all his rolls.
There he goes. Now he's large.
Don't forget more HP.
Garg.
His Garg.
Yeah, he's Garg.
I'm so happy Garg's gonna be like accompanying us for the time being.
And then he just leaves because we're not going to be able to get him into town.
I get uncomfortable in crowds, guys. I'm sorry.
He
Or-
just has like super like stage fright.
Or we just get
Big
near the
crowd
town and he
triggers.
gets slaughtered by the guard. Possible too.
That would
Then we all get
suck.
arrested. Then we all get arrested for trying to bring an ogre into town.
I mean, you
Seems
start to
reasonable
get
at this
arrested,
point.
and they're like, "No, it's fine."
No, they arrest all of us and then they let you out because you're royalty. Then we stay in there for a week while you figure it out.
Alright.
Oh my God, you
Don't
strong
worry,
ideas.
he's guard. He's good. He wants to do good.
Yeah, he's an ogre. And it's fine. Oh, they're usually evil. We didn't want to take the risk. We will also confiscate all of your magical items and put you in a magic barrier.
Oh, you mean like I did?
I just expect the worst at this point.
I mean, the only reason I did that is because it's like a thing that the story said.
Well, like, it's happened more than once. Not with you, but like with other games I've played. Everybody's freaking got anti-magic field jails. God damn it.
I mean, it was only inside the cell that you guys were like kind of just screwed.
Hmm.
But I mean, you did also like see one of the demon princes come out of a giant lake.
So I didn't shit myself. Or start going crazy.
I mean, one
passed
person
that stage.
passed out and the other person started to attack the party.
Jeez. Sean, the amount of times I have cast Calm Emotion in this campaign is unacceptable.
Yes, slow motion so many times.
I got it on a whim. I was like, this sounds like something a life cleric would have. And I've used it.
It's helped you
like
so
5
many
times. Whenever people go insane, start attacking. Just
Because
like,
Calm
it's-
emotion.
it suppresses the thing. You're good.
oh my gosh.
Mhm.
People losing their shit. It's supposed to be like a niche spell for like high, like political campaigns, but holy shit.
It's been very useful for you guys.
Yeah.
Like,
Luckily,
it has
everyone
saved,
sets
it
a
saved
Christmas
you guys
eggs.
from like either having to put down sorry or dying to sorry.
Jeez, because it was only Matu and me. Because the skeleton was back in my head, so it didn't
Yeah,
work.
because he wasn't actually there. Because he had to drop the game. And Artemis was down
Yeah.
Mhm.
because he just
So-
passed out upon
So it
seeing
was the
Demogorgon.
Life Cleric and the Hexblade versus an Eldritch Knight was not good.
Yeah, that almost went really bad for you guys.
Yeah. And she passed the first save. It was not good.
It's like, alright, guys, it's time to roll new characters.
What would have been Lyra, like, 50 years later? Just been another Life Cleric. It says Lyra this time.
So I don't know if Spice is going to show up.
I have no. He's usually online, or at least he'll pop online when he gets pinged. So the fact
Mhm.
that he hasn't come online, I have no idea. That's very abnormal of him.
We'll give him another couple of minutes here, as I'm trying to finish a thought.
I always forget what part of Canada he is.
Be gone, thought.
Don't
I asked him already. Told me, should I pull up the map?
Do you
Heck
remember what he
off, Mike,
said?
that's my thing.
I think. Hold on, I'll double check. Because I looked it up after he told me. Oh, he didn't tell me the city. Yeah, he told me Ontario, but that's a big area.
Oh,
That's a province.
there's been a lot of storms up in the area, so
That's right. Because I remember he told me Ontario. I'm like, oh, we're neighbors because of Michigan.
Yeah, it's a really good thing that you got calm emotions in that game.
For real though, like that's one of the ones I'm definitely keeping.
And now it's time to super ping spiced.
if he hasn't replied,
Yeah,
he might
It's not
honestly
gonna help
have
much.
power.
I know, I'm just being dumb.
Why the fuck is this game on my wish list?
Hmm?
There's this game called Dangerous High School Girls in Trouble.
Sounds kinky.
I don't know what the fuck it's doing on my wish list. It looks like garbage.
It sounds like either one of those Japanese rape games or like just some like generic high school girl hero like magic girl anime.
It's like something. It's like this is the game where good girls get better by being bad. And it's like 1920s women.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Explore, battle petty townsfolk with quick, naughty games, fib, flirt, taunt. What the fuck? There.
It's a $20 game?
Yep.
Oh my god.
Is it a card game?
I don't know anything about it. Frankly, I don't want to know.
Oh my god. Apparently you play poker? And it's a dating sim?
what are you watching?
Don't even worry about it, Sean. They're just delving into weirdness.
I'm
What the
looking at
fucking
this
hell?
really fucking weird game. That
God help us. Can we let's just start the game instead?
Alright, let's just start
Okay.
Good idea.
Okay. I
Okay.
can do this.
because I don't want to look at this game anymore.
Save for later.
Mhm. Keep that one tab for later.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Okay. So,
Magneto. Okay.
if we're all going to be able to focus up, I
Mhm.
understand. Last week, you finished your business in the city of Haragon and began traveling on the eccentric carriage, the Princess Buggy,
Actually,
headed by the most illustrious Barrel.
I mean, it's only natural that I would have to pick that one.
Of course. and started your journey over across the way to the few-day journey to your hometown and the capital of Haragon, Greyfield. On the way, you encountered a couple of interesting sights and a couple of interesting friends. One, Farthus, a human, having slaughtered a couple of very large giants and rescued a cart full of cabbages, but did not successfully rescue the merchants selling those cabbages. And Garg, the nice ogre, who, much to your most agreeable, what's a good word for it? Choices, has decided to turn around from the direction he was going and keep moving forward in that direction instead of moving backward.
We don't actually know
help
which
lead.
direction he was going, though.
Coming at you. He was going east, and you just told him to turn a couple of times and then go. That was now forward.
So
Yeah.
this is now left.
He wanted to go left, so he's turned around and is like, that direction's left. All right, let's go.
You're welcome.
So, with Garg leading the way, the adventurers once again on the road from Haragon to Greyfield. You'll have one more day on the road. So far, your not as new friend, the
Fishman.
blue Triton man named Oculus,
Still not contact.
you're starting to get worried. He has not roused.
I'm just gonna try to slap him awake.
He's been dead for like
Yeah, you
2
give him a
days.
couple of like real good taps on the cheek here and kind of shake him a little bit, and he just tapping him. You can tell immediately he's warm to the touch, almost hot to the touch.
Have we kept him like submerged in water at all?
We might have to flush him.
Roll an intelligence check.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going with the flushing.
I'm
too.
just gonna take my alchemy jug and make some water and dump
I
it
was
on
gonna
him.
dump. I was gonna dump 30 gallons of water. on
Okay.
That's a good
Isn't that
overkill.
better?
Just gonna dump all the water on him.
He remains unresponsive.
Okay. How warm is his body now?
With the gushing of cold water, it is cool.
Okay.
But after a short period of time, it's as if his body is generating that much heat.
Please.
Okay.
Please don't flood our fucking pumpkin.
Dude, it's a princess boat. It's fine if it gets a little wet. It came out warm. Hold on.
Hey, little wet's no problem. Flooded is a whole other thing.
I just dumped, a couple gallons of water on him.
Barl calls back, "What are you doing?"
We're trying to
worry
wake
about
up this something fish friend.
Well, open the door. It's gonna get all over the velour.
We're
That's
trying
what
to
I'm
keep.
saying.
We're trying to keep the
Does
amount of
anyone have
corpses in the vehicle to
prestidigitation?
a minimum. I think he did.
Damn it.
Helpful.
All right.
Moving
So
on then.
yeah, your intelligence is that you can tell that dumping water on him isn't like the solution here. They are amphibious, however, he doesn't need water to live.
Oh.
And
Oh,
they
shit,
don't
about
normally
4 cups of
run
water,
this
right?
hot.
What is that?
He's running some sort of fever.
Well, gotta keep him cool.
Anime has taught me anything. So he was out in the rain.
We need to just keep him submerged. There's like a bucket you can put him in.
I mean, if there was, we would
Do
have built
you
it up
have
just
like
now.
a fairly large bucket that we can put him in?
No. I mean, maybe when we get there, when we get there, is he sick?
I don't
Seems
know.
so.
Yes, no, I'm getting different
Maybe.
responses. Maybe. They should probably go see a doctor with then. We'll be at Greyfield in a day.
Can they do anything with fish folk?
If they have any experience, we'll find out.
Maybe.
I don't like the sound of that, but alright.
I don't know. He's blue. I've seen green folk. I've seen yellow folk. I've seen black folk. I've seen blue folk now. He's the first blue folk that I've seen.
Well, we need to get him to Greyfield. Just get him submerged. That'll be the key.
Ooh, have you seen rainbow folk?
I mean, yeah, he probably just passed the one dude on the road a little bit ago.
I am just curious.
No, well, like
I'm
the
just
freaking
gonna like
merchant.
get a rag
He was
or
rainbow
something from my pack and like dip it in the water that we made.
Mm.
That hasn't probably all came out of the carriage yet. Just lay it on his face.
It's still soaked all the cookie.
Yeah, like on his head.
Yeah.
Okay. So round about noon, his condition hasn't changed. But as you go by, there's a very imposing looking carved rock, like a stone obelisk in the road. It's very different from the surrounding area.
It's not a black swan obelisk with like a one-winged angel on it, is it?
Nope. It's not a black stone obelisk with a one-winged angel. It's more of the natural stone in the area. It's granite based, very gray.
How big is it?
It is about 15 feet high and 5 feet across.
Oh,
From this distance, that's all you can see.
Is the guy stopping the carriage?
I mean, how far away
You'd
are we?
ask to. You're maybe about 100 feet or 100 yards away from it.
Is that normal?
I mean, I was gonna say, like, I've probably been down this way to get to Harago, and was it there before?
No.
Huh.
Well, let's check it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Alright.
yeah, let's look at it.
It's a rock.
Carriage.
I treat it like a rock. I don't metagame. I'm not gonna metagame it too much.
Yeah, you pull over, open out, step out into the I almost said street, into the road, and can go over to investigate this very imposing. Now that you're up close to it, it's actually kind of imposing looking obelisk.
Gilliger just walks up to it, starts messing around with the rock, feeling if it's actually rock or metal.
Well,
Just
Clicker,
trying to get
as you approach, can you make a perception check?
okay, then.
Let me know if you
Okay.
need me to
Pass
roll
it
anything.
14 if that helps.
Okay. So with that, as you approach, you see faintly carved into the face of this obelisk are several names. And there's Becha, the scholar, Galwith, the druid, Bereni, the fighting man. And it goes on and on. There's hundreds of names. And do you continue to touch it?
I mean, I haven't had a reason not to so far, so yeah.
Okay. You place your hand on your feathered claw on the obelisk, and it sticks for a second. It sticks in place for just a moment. Then it releases. As in you went to go glide your hand across, yes?
Okay,
And
yeah.
it hung up and it stuck in place for a moment.
Did it feel like it
And
was
then it
grabbing
released
the?
it.
Did it feel like it
Huh?
was grabbing like the edges of my hand, like the skin, like an adhesive, or?
Everything that yes. And then immediately let go after just just a moment, it let go. And it was enough that you could feel it and you noticed it. And
Okay.
now glowing for a few moments is the name Clicker. The Silent.
Just like it was already there, or like it appeared.
It appeared and you see it kind of draw out as Clicker the Silent. And then it goes back and it kind of cools and goes to the same as all of the other names on the obelisk.
It says Clicker the what?
Silent.
Or the silent.
It's not very quiet sometimes, though.
Mm.
Clicker just kind of like, I don't think he announces just yet what happened. He's kind of like checking out the thing. And he is going to make just like something. I'm not sure if you want to make a history or arcana, but if anything of my prior knowledge that would be remotely similar to this. Whether it be like a same source of it, something.
Yeah, go ahead and give me your choice, arcana or history.
Equally bad. Let's go.
Okay.
Bad natural 20.
In that case, you can tell that this is a marker, an adventuring marker. These are placed here by those willing to go on grand adventures and grand quests, and it serves as a recording as like just a clicker was here, basically. And they're usually
Just tag the statue.
they're built by crafty wizards who would kind of build these monuments and then leave them there as kind of a nice little stop off for the wary adventurer.
Okay. So the Clicker has no reason to believe there's anything malicious about this thing's existence.
No, you do not detect anything malicious about its existence. You actually know that this is more or less just an oddity.
Do you,
that,
do you
sometimes
relay
shows up.
that about the?
Clicker will, like, after kind of remembering what this is, look back to you guys, just kind of wave you over. Just casually. He's like, hey, come here. I'm not sure who would be into it. Or what.
Yeah, I mean,
I would also note that basically it sums your life, and
Oh, jeez.
the last point of it is something that like is a key turning point in your life. So Clicker, the Silent, has some intonation with you, possibly your future life. That's only because you got a nat 20 on.
Right. Thank you for that.
Is there any names that I can see that are really stand out on it?
Make a perception check.
Also, Clicker, like, signs to you guys to just put your hand on it. Like, he kind of looks at you guys and pats it a couple times.
Right, I mean, I'll touch it.
Oof.
0,
Okay.
you know everything.
This is Baracus.
Okay. Zero, Baracus' name is on this.
Golden!
Another name that you recognize is Krylos. It is Krylos the Revolutionary, by the way.
Okay.
You also recognize the name of let me bring her up. You recognize Petra, the murderess. Knowing that Petra is the pseudo cousin of Killua and daughter of the man you killed and then resurrected.
I didn't do it.
You killed and then
No,
the
no,
others
no.
resurrected.
No, I didn't.
So wait, what was Baracus' like? Baracus the blank?
So Baracus, when you touch it, when
Not
Baracus
Baracus.
touched it, oh god damn! Wow.
My fault. My fault. I brought him up a lot. I did. That's
Hey, I mean, if I get to play Baracus again, I'm not going to complain.
Anyways.
Baracus the Mad.
That fits.
Yeah.
Mad King. It's like a...
Does Zero wish to touch it?
Yeah.
Okay. When you touch it, it does show up as your real name.
Cade
And-
Valentine.
You are Cade the Conqueror.
Okay.
Hmm.
I accept that.
And then me.
Killua, the teddy bear.
That's
Killua the Confused.
No, you are Killua the Tyrant.
Oof.
Godfrey, do you touch it?
I'll pass.
Okay.
It's like, no, I'm good.
Hey. Godfrey,
Fish man's hand on it.
what'd you say?
Sorry. Look at the
Just
fish
gonna
man's
make him
hand.
touch it.
Just carry his body over here.
Hey, Godfrey, give me a high five.
Not suspicious.
Nah.
That's suspicious.
I'm just gonna like pick up Oculus's body and touch it to the statue.
Okay, guys, I'll hold them down.
Do you do what I think you're gonna try and do? Are you gonna try and do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get him to fucking high five me. I was gonna.
Mm-hmm.
I
With
don't-
Oculus's body, were you gonna try and do that?
Oh, I'm not part of that.
Yeah, I mean, I can always hold person Godfrey, and he can like, touch it.
Garg lumbers up.
Oh gosh.
What you do?
Touch it.
Look at his points.
Why touch rock?
Rock is magical.
Good rock.
It's
Garg
good
no
rock,
tou-
yes.
Is good rock? You sure?
It's good rock.
Garg no rock's not always good.
It's good rock.
If it's bad, you
Okay.
can just smash it.
No, Garg. It's bad rock. No touch.
It's good.
Garg
It's
ready
good
to
rock.
Garg ready to smash, but Garg touch.
Garg
touch.
smash. You fool. Garg
And,
smash.
very in slightly bigger letters than all the rest is Garg the Good.
Is Killua and Baraka slightly smaller?
Garg no Garg do good. Garg no Garg the Good.
Garg the
Garg
good
good.
question mark. Garg the good? Well, Clicker would have got bored by now. Head back in the cart.
Yeah, back we go.
Garg, can you move the rock?
Can I wanted to look at everyone when everyone pressed it after I saw mine. I definitely would have paid note to Killua's.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that stood out to me the most.
Mm-hmm. The Tyrant.
Oh yeah.
This wasn't like Clicker the double agent. That was
Clicker the double. Clicker the
Cigarettes.
treacherous.
cigarettes.
No, that's for
so-
Marmok.
If you're interested, then in that case, Zero, Farthus does choose to touch it. And I'm gonna whisper you what he is. You don't have to share with the other,
Good.
because I don't know if he'd like the others to know.
I wonder if we could get the fishman
Okay.
to touch it.
You could carry him over there. He's not responsive still.
Do we want to?
Jeez.
Do we want to make Oculus do it?
That's
I
on
don't know.
you.
I mean, I don't want to risk it. He's a little sick right now.
Yeah, I'll leave him alone.
Oh yeah, you had the natural 20 on the Arcana. You would know you'd have to willingly touch it anyway.
Oh, good.
Oh,
So you couldn't force Godfrey to, nor would just touching Oculus's hand to it make any
Oh.
effect, unfortunately. It's really unfortunate, because if he was conscious, man,
Right?
that'd be
Oculus the narcoleptic.
great.
Oculus the plague bearer.
Yeah, right?
Oh, what a And really good to know before going into a major populated city.
So, are you guys ready to continue?
Yep.
Yeah,
Did Garg move the rock? Like, out of the road?
It's not in the road. It's off. It's on the side of the road.
Oh, okay. I'm just...
So moving
Yeah.
on. Moving on. I'm gonna put some shoes on because it's getting chilly up here. My feeties are cold.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, it's awful.
Oh, no.
So, you guys start heading, and eventually round a bend, and suddenly, coming into view is a familiar sight to you, Killua, but something new for the rest of you. The tall walls and cascading waterfalls of Greyfield Castle, the grand city and capital of Haragon. As you enter through... That's Garg. Goodbye, Garg. As you enter through the...
Do they give us any trouble if Guard tries to come in?
Well, Garg is currently... You are currently about a half a mile from the city, and
Oh.
you would know, Killua, you're going to enter through the eastern gate. And Garg sees this as you round the corner and goes, "Wait, Garg know this place. Garg get turned around. Garg's supposed to go away from here. Garg
No.
scare too many
It's-
children."
Garg turned left to Albuquerque.
Guard, we thought left was this way. Sorry.
It's okay, Garg got confused. Garg not confused anymore. Garg has to not be in big city because children scared of Garg. So Garg go away from big city. Garg say goodbye.
Bye, Garg.
Clicker says goodbye in Garg's voice, like he splices goodbye in Garg. He says, "Goodbye, Garg."
Garg turns his head off to the side, like cocks it like a dog.
I mean, naturally.
Garg think bird talk funny.
Then he repeats back, like, "Bird talk funny." Just gotta splice the sentence differently.
Mm-hmm.
But, like,
Goodbye.
nodding in acknowledgement.
He just kind of weakly waves and turns back to the other direction and turns left and goes, "Right, Garg go do good. Garg go left." And he steps off again.
Oh,
Starts
God.
walking away.
Wait, no,
That
Guard,
dude
you have to go
is-
right. If you go right, then you can do right.
That... Oh,
Garg stops moving from,
oh, God, Mike.
turns around. You right. But Garg can't go to city because Garg can't go city. But city is right.
Is it right?
What
No,
Garg
city
do?
is left. Elsewhere is right.
City left, that way right.
Your
Yes.
other...
And he just pointed behind him down towards Haragon. That way right?
That
That's
way
right.
right.
Garg go right. And he turns back around again and continues.
And now Guard go forever go right instead of left.
Oh, I'm sufficiently confused which way he's going now. So, God bless.
So is he.
Going right.
He doesn't know what he's doing anymore. Okay. So,
Okay, so, like, to recap, how many corpses are on the hood of this thing?
2.
Okay. We
2
got...
on the hood, 1 very sick in the thing, and
And then do it on autopilot. Got it.
did somebody record the information about those corpses?
They were the.
They
were the-
were.
I know there was Heathcliff and something else, and they were the sons of a merchant. That's
Yeah.
about all I remember.
I don't remember the guy's last name though. It's like the something sons.
Mike rolled a crit last time. Let's make up some more shit and call it good. Wait, did you post
They're
it
the
in the chat?
Hartford sons, Heathcliff and Reginald, sons of Francis Hart.
Yeah, and apparently they're like, kind of important, so we should bring them back here.
Well, they are a merchant company. They're not the merchant company.
Okay, well,
The
still,
merchant company in Greyfield is Overlandia.
still, we should, bring them back.
Okay. Well then, in that case, I'm gonna pop Farthus out and hang on to him for now.
Do we want to go just to Hartford Sons?
Well,
Actually, I don't even know if I have
Baron.
a choice.
Alright, so Balin, not Balin, Baron. God, I can't pronounce his name anymore. Drives you right up to the gate and calls out, "Make way! Make way for the young lord! We're headed for the castle." At this just stunning pronouncement, the guards at the eastern gates all snap to attention and stop the caravan, and calls out, "What say you? Who is this lord you're bringing to the castle? We know of no nobility arriving."
I look at.
Okay, Clicker.
I mean, I thought, Mom was expecting me, so I wasn't expecting to.
Did you tell her ahead of time before you headed out?
I mean, she told me to come home.
Yeah, but did you say, "Alright, I'm on my way"?
You guys
No.
are also all in the carriage too, and
Yeah, we're in the carriage. I think he was the one who had to deal with that.
Who?
Baron, who's trying to get us in.
Baron
Oh.
calls out, "I am ferrying the young Lord Killua to meet his mother."
To meet his mommy!
And, He leans forward and says, "Gentlemen, it will be a lot easier if you could get out and announce yourselves."
Okay.
Clicker will exit the vehicle and cast thaumaturgy on himself. And we'll, both hands, he'll get out first and just kind of, points to Killua in his human form, and we'll take a couple words Zero used a couple days ago, and, behold! Or this is the Prince of
I'm almost face palming as I'm walking out.
Killua!
The guards,
There's another one, no!
there are 10 of them at the gate, guarding. All as one. Look over at you, Killua. An air of recognition on a couple of them. The guard captain steps forward, eyes you up and down. "Young Lord
Hi.
Killua, welcome back. Of course, you'll be let through. Your heralds are an interesting lot."
There are some people on top of the carriage who, they're the Hartford Sons. We found them dead. We thought we'd bring them back. Could you take
He
them
snaps
to where
and-
they should go?
He turns, snaps, and points, and 4 of the guardsmen come up, quickly untie the wrappings that you had on them, and carry the bodies down. Says, "It will be done, and very unfortunate. How were they killed?"
We found them at the site of, I think it was an ogre attack, right, Sean?
He was giant.
Giants.
Giants, okay. Giant attack.
Hey, he was there. You're over here.
And your
Farthus.
new companion,
Yeah, Farthus
Francis.
was there, but...
Farthus,
Francis?
yes. Your new Francis Hartford's the name of the dude. So your new companion, Farthus, speaks up, and
Francis,
I
fuck
don't
you.
remember his his voice, and simply
Very
says,
generic.
"Yes, I came across 2 ogres splitting the spoils after murdering those 2 men.
Yeah.
I dispatched them." The guard captain says, "You've done a service to this land. We've only recently had to start dealing with a troop of hill giants running about. would need to be handled. But that is not your problem, young masters. Please, to the castle. You shan't want to make your mother wait.
I mean, I've already kind of been making her wait, so I think she's already mad at me.
Word will be sent. So,
I was gonna say I'm kind of disappointed though that when you did thaumaturgy, you didn't basically make your hands into a megaphone.
Just cut my hands.
Just
That's
Nice.
literally how thaumaturgy for you should be. Just
all right. So, entering through this southeastern gate brings you through the oldest location in the city that you know of, as the castle has actually been recently rebuilt. This location called Ballus Square, with your ancestor Killua. Ballus Greyfield has a statue here in the center with the pillars of the tenants of your house. It's really like any old square that's been in a city for a long time. There's merchants here, and that's really about it. Nobody really walks around here except to shop. But your cart passes without too much incident as you are inside it. Heading up
and now we
the
have a street fight.
heading up past the past a hill and past two very large, very elegant waterfalls, you pass by the source. History says that this is the single source for the entire Lake Greyfield and the cause of its fertile fishing. Then as you head past the rows and rows of houses built on different levels, and the roads kind of carved into what was natural tiers to this city, and all of the houses built, into these small cliffs, and as the waterfalls go over them, providing power, providing fresh water, and providing the livelihood for this entire city. You arrive finally to the walls and the courtyard of Greyfield Castle, where you see two very familiar looking men, Killua. As you pull up to the carriage and you are let out, and there are several guardsmen on duty there, the gates are opened for you and your friends, and there standing are your old guard, Gillen and Mado. The rest of you see a very tall, brawn, just muscle-bound human male with short blonde hair and gray eyes, with a gigantic smile and an even more gigantic curly mustache. Aside him is a thin but with really big, bulky-looking armor, elven male with really, really oversized ears, gilded with many, many different piercings all over the ears, and slicked back hair. Zero, you would note this armor that he wears is very similar to the armor that your father's old war emissary, Panin, wore. And this man's name is Mado.
So the same uniform
Very,
that would be
very
Strahd,
similar to
the
similar
Strahd
to
Knights.
the armor that he wears is of different color, but of similar build and make and everything. He's recolored it,
Oh,
but it
okay.
is yes, it's very similar. And he carries a pair of very large greatswords on his back. Both of them smile warmly at you, Killua. Mado quickly dropping the gaze and dropping his smile, but Gillen, with a broad, wide-armed hug, holds out, "Killua, my boy! Welcome back."
It's good to be back. You're kind of crushing me though.
Oh, sorry.
I'm still
A little
small.
bit excited. That's all. Well, who are your friends?
Introduce yourselves, I guess.
Hi, how's it going? I'm looking at. I'm sorry, this is weird.
You've got a very unusual name, my young boy. What is your name? Let's start with that.
Is this the guy wearing the strut armor?
No.
No, it's
Okay.
it's.
He's wearing really just kind of very very finely gilded leather armor. That doesn't look like it's gotten a lot of use.
Gotcha. Hey, how's it going? I'm Zero. Nice to meet you. I'm Prince Killua's favorite person. He's a huge
I
fan.
don't know if that's true.
He also promised me
I promised you nothing.
ransom? I don't know.
No.
It was weird. It was really made no sense in the situation.
He's been driving me crazy.
Any talk of ransom and payment will have to go up to his mother.
It's okay.
Kill-
She'll bitch slap you.
I'm allowed to meet your mother, right?
I mean,
I think that's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna meet your mom. I think that's gonna be something that happens.
yeah, and then she'll probably just,
Where's your father?
I don't know.
Oof.
I think
He's going to
he,
get cigarettes. He'll be back in a couple hours.
Young master, do you not know what your father's doing?
Well, I mean, I heard that he went to go look for Midori, but I don't know where he is. at the
Oh,
moment.
he's still in the picture. Alright, never mind.
I just don't know where he is at the moment. It's not like, oh, he left.
Well, you know, if there was suddenly a vacancy, I could have been your father.
Silly headstrong girl. Not to speak ill of your family. I apologize, my young master, but she
Well, I mean, it's true.
she left going on about a month ago now. And yes, your father went to go see. But now one of the Greyfield children are back. And that's good.
Yeah, but it's also Killua, so it's like,
You'll not be speaking ill of my charge.
I'm just kidding. He knows I love him.
Do you though?
Do you? Hey, it's alright, buddy. Well,
Does anyone else speak to them? Right
Clicker
then,
wasn't
who are you?
sure.
Silent.
It was kind of weird with like stuff going on. And Clicker wasn't sure to like
Clicker,
run away or.
Did you remove the disguise before coming out?
To say everyone else
Yes.
was here, I think.
So they would have
Okay.
seen the bird get out.
Alright, I want to know the story behind the bird boy.
So
I mean, we found
the-
him in the prison.
Clicker just like nods and agrees.
Oh, what's your name then?
And a couple of spliced voices kind of comes out as, I'm Clicker. I'm a cleric in the name of your prince.
He's an odd one.
Just nods again,
Yeah.
the same way he did before.
Well,
then he
then,
kind of like points into the carriage. He's not dead.
Oh yeah, we have a sick fish friend.
he looks over at Mado and goes real quick and jerks his head in that direction. Mado runs over and investigates. He's
It's really wet in here.
It's just like super dank because we never let the water out.
no, hey, cool, and calls out in a accent that you have never heard before. He calls out, well, it's very similar to Thandon's. He calls out, this one is alright, he's not conscious and he's very, very hot. He's running a very terrible fever.
come in hot, hot, hot. Do-do-do.
Hey Godfrey, you wanna like speak up?
Still
I will
wearing that
take him
like.
to the doctor. He picks him up and he starts moving him over. Who's
Still wearing that
standing next to Zero?
I mean, I assume Killua and Clicker. Because they got out first, sounds like.
Yeah, I mean, Godfrey, I think, has just been quiet.
He's pensive. He's Godfrey the Silent.
Godfrey, are you muted?
No, I'm just not feeling sociable.
Okay, that's cool. It's
I'm
still wearing
like
that
kind of like pushing you forward, like, hey, introduce yourself.
girl from us.
It's all right. Well,
I turn my head and glare at you, and my face tells you that I want to kill you.
All right,
Hey!
then, Mr. Grouch, just I guess go back to sleep and then get back up on the right side of bed then.
wow.
Very wet bed. Is he still wearing that like purple plate armor that got us in trouble last time?
The purple's gone, dude.
I wasn't sure. I was asking.
I still got the plate armor, but the purple's gone. It's long gone.
All right. This is our buddy Godfrey. He's a little bit grouchy today. I don't know why. That's just
So,
Alright.
whoever is next to Zero as Mado walks by, make a perception check.
Okay, I do this.
Okay. Clicker, he whispers something to Zero, and
Secrets.
yeah. With that, I will whisper you the portion of it that you hear. You didn't hear all of it.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't
It's hard
even
to
know what
hear.
I hear.
It's hard to hear it when you're like 5 feet tall and looking up.
I was gonna say, I assume that I don't hear anything.
It just looks like the AT&T bars with like Zero, Glicker, and Killua standing there. Got it.
Mado passes by. Gillen, just with just a flash of a smile, comes back to you guys and says, "Now I
Hey, Mado?
imagine you'll be."
Hey, Mado. Just
Jeez.
so you know, they
Glicker just like dips his
they
head.
all know who my father is, but does everyone else know that you served in that legion as well?
Glicker just gets back in the wagon. He gets back in. He's like, I'm not gonna be here for this.
Okay, but like the wagon's going away soon. Why are you going back in the wagon?
Because it looks like we're gonna be here for a while.
No, it's fine. I mean, if you're gonna call me out, just be prepared to find out that I've already come clean with all my secrets. Have you?
My past is my past.
Okay, so why are you making it weird, dude? You don't need to whisper those sweet nothings to me in such an angry tone.
Yeah, he's making it weird.
Yeah, I think you're the one who's making it weird right now.
He just
Zero.
threatened me. I'm fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know what he did.
That's why I'm telling you. That's why I said it. Everyone knows who my father is. I haven't been secret about that.
Mado turns to you and looks you up and down.
Soak it in. Soak it all in.
He said to watch for you. If you've already found him, and you already know who he is, then you know what he had to do.
Yeah, he's a
You know
papa,
why
an
he does.
angry, grumpy old man. So, are you very familiar with my family in that case? You close contact?
I have not spoken with him in many years.
All right. What about my brothers, my siblings?
He just turns and leaves.
No. All right. That's just Killua.
Just leave him alone. It's
Killua.
fine.
Killua.
What?
Can you order him to tell me?
I'm
Oh
not
my
Hold
God.
on, you're getting.
making-
Hold on, still, you're getting whispers. Calm down.
Killua, you're prince. You can
Wait,
order
who's getting
people.
whispers? I'm not gonna make him just spill out his personal life to you.
Well, it's technically my personal life too, if you think about it.
Okay, but
I mean,
I don't want to be arrested again.
we're not
I
gonna.
don't want to piss him off.
This is his kingdom. We're safe.
Yeah, maybe he's safe.
You'll be fine, Clicker. Just
The
come back
important
out of
people-
the wagon.
The important people get immunity, not the guard.
I get a reply, correct?
Yes, you can reply to him.
Was it /G W?
Slash GM. Or you just slash my name too. Yep. The other, Gillen, smile plastered on at this point, but not dipping, just kind of still there, still trying to maintain a sunny disposition as best you can.
Really trying here, guys.
Yeah,
I was just laying
I think it's time for you to come and go meet your mother. I'm
Look at
sure
like-
she'll be very, very happy to see you.
Flicker poked his hand out.
maybe upset that I took so long, but
Yeah, Flicker just kind of pokes his head out of the wagon and nods enthusiastically.
I'm ready. I'm going.
yeah, hopefully she doesn't like turn me into a frog again. She's done that before.
Well, you know, they wouldn't do
I
that
should
in
have taken my
Hogwarts.
Maybe I should have taken my chances back in Greyhawk.
She got kind of upset at me one time.
Did you deserve it?
A little bit, but
Okay, well there you go.
I mean, I was stuck as a frog for like an hour, and it was not fun.
So do we walk in? We're going on foot then?
Yes, you'll be led in front of Gillen, who will lead you to across several different corridors. Most people recognize Killua and definitely give a wide berth as Gillen proudly strolls the halls and almost fills the hall with his charisma, if not with his sheer
Size.
size. You are eventually led to a very intricately carved wooden double doors that you know to be your mother's study, Killua. And Gillen turns to you. My young lord, this is where I leave you.
Do you know if she wants everyone in there or just me?
I'm just gonna jump out on a limb here. I'm gonna let you go in by yourself right now, cause yeah, that's probably a smart thing. So I'll wait out here.
Guess I'll
Okay.
poke my head in and be like, "Hey, Mom, I'm here with my friends."
Ah, meatloaf!
Opening the door, you are immediately you feel this gust of warmth as there's a very large raging fire and several chairs in this room, all facing it.
Should I let my friends in too, or just me?
You see your mom leap over the back of the chair and start sprinting at you.
Oh God!
Dead.
What do you do?
Does it look like a happy sprint or mad sprint?
Make a
face is
perception.
covered.
Make an insight check.
Her face is covered with her hair. You can't see. Oh, maybe you can.
Both.
Roll D4, bro. Oh, you already did.
So,
I'm just like a bit taken about. Oh God! Try to duck out of the room a little bit to avoid her tackling me. I'm assuming.
as you walk up,
I'm
you
gonna
close
leave
the
the
door.
door open. I'm just gonna like back up.
She skids to a halt at the edge of the room, throws the other door open, and says, "Killua! I told you weeks ago to come home!"
I've been working on it. Things got a bit interesting.
young man.
Look,
Get
Thandon
inside.
died. We had to
Sit down.
revive Thandon.
Who? What?
We
You've been
almost
hanging out with Uncle Thandon again,
got a
have you?
boat. No, but Thandon gave me a house.
He gave you a house?
Yeah. It's a magic house.
Oh, great. That makes it better.
We have a castle. What do you need a house for?
And for
Sit
some
down. You and your friends, too.
I'm sorry, guys. I think she's gonna kill us all.
Are
There are worse ways to go.
we getting let in?
Yeah, I
Both
think
doors
she's
are
like,
open now,
forcing
sounds
her.
like.
She turns and she goes back to her seat and she sits and stares at the fire.
Is there a seat that is a spot we can sit down somewhere?
There are more than enough chairs for everyone.
Okay.
So I go in and I extend my hand.
She holds out hers,
Oh
palm
my
down,
God.
ring out.
Palm down, ring out, and I fucking kiss it. I kiss the hand. I don't kiss the ring. I kiss her hand.
Oh,
And I look up at it. I get down on my knee and I kiss the hand and I look up and it's like, it's a pleasure to meet you. I thought we were here to rescue the young prince's sister. I didn't realize that she was already here.
I'm just like hiding behind.
Go ahead
a
and make that
chair at this
deception
point.
check, bro. Make that deception check.
Can I make a persuasion
She's,
check?
You can make a persuasion check.
How persuasive was he? How slick is he? He's pretty slick.
Zero, you're not allowed to hit on my mom.
Very slow. I'm gonna use stop. Nope.
Okay.
I'm using my reverse inspiration.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay.
Zero, stop hitting on my mom.
So she looks down at you for a moment, and you just see fire in her eyes, and then it subsides for a minute,
And then fire.
and she giggles.
I need you to know that was the greatest use of
Ever.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. The best use of reverse inspiration ever. And she giggles a little bit. Killua, at least your friends have a little bit of humor in them. As I didn't get a chance to really describe her much, but she is a
It's all very
relatively
fast.
middle-aged halfling woman with steel blue eyes and black hair that's starting to go white in two very distinct streaks.
well, stunning. Everyone needs a little chair.
Is she sitting in a chair fit for a halfling or fit for a queen?
Both.
Did she have to? Okay. I wasn't sure if she had to like climb into it or not. Was there like a ladder at the side?
She walks up to it.
Oh.
They're stairs.
Okay,
But
so yeah.
it puts her at like what would normally be eye height for a
Ring kissing
human
level?
setting. Ring kissing level, yeah.
Natural.
Naturally. Everyone else taking a seat?
Yeah, Clicker's just kind of sitting awkwardly in a chair with like his legs crossed, not really sure how to sit in a comfy chair. Just kind of like
Mhm.
waiting to be questioned. Not really sure what to do.
Kilo was just like, it's just like, Zero, why are you hitting my mom? She's really mad right now. Just don't do that, please.
I mean, it worked.
So, Killua, why are you so late?
I was explaining that, and then you told me to sit down.
Yes, because if I was standing up, I probably would hit you.
Hey, don't talk back to your mother. Don't worry, I got you.
It's
I'll
all
help
right.
keep- I'll help
What was
keep
your
it
name?
alive.
Answer.
My
What
name's
was your
Cade.
name, cute one?
My name's Cade,
Cade.
and I toss her a wink.
Oh man, I think you're the first person he's used his first name for.
No, I've told you. I've said it. You just don't. He doesn't
That's
listen,
an
right?
introduction.
He just doesn't listen. That's fine.
Passing you by, like, just passing the comment over, like, as if it didn't need to be said and she didn't need to hear it. She looks over at the other three silent members. Farthus introduces himself regally and curtly. She nods. I don't believe I've seen a Kenku since 20 years ago. We never had a chance to visit.
Figured just like an awkward wave with his head up, like arm like fully extended over his head. I'm Clicker. Couple splicing voices, making it quite clear that he's not one of the Kenku that have attained
From a
flight
different
speech.
clan, then. Very well. And you? Paladin, obviously. As trade, but what is your name?
The name is Godfrey, madam.
Godfrey. Any servant of Baphomet is well welcome in these halls. Killua. I called you home because your father is gone.
I'm home now.
Yes. Your father is gone because I cannot reach him via sending.
Is he like in a different plane or?
Well, even that
She
works most
stares
of the
for a
time.
second and says, usually they make it, but
Wait, no, something does work over planes,
Yeah,
doesn't
it
it?
just has a chance of failing.
yes,
95% of the time it
usually
works.
it does make it across.
Buddy, I think your dad's dead.
That's probably not the best.
Thank
phrasing.
you, Cade, for voicing that so bluntly.
I don't think he was getting it.
I mean, I was trying to avoid it.
I don't think he was getting it. That's the only reason.
I have been trying to avoid it as well. The possibility shakes me. He went with some of his other friends from back in the old days, and I can't reach any of them either. So I believe that either they were all killed, or more likely, hopefully more likely, something is merely blocking me. But the recent events have made me realize I need to prepare you, Killua. And you, his allies. You, his allies, will need to help him in this. For Killua, there is a truth that you will need to learn. A truth about this city, and a truth about this kingdom. Go to Ballas Square and speak out the tenets of our house. Do it when it's at night. And there aren't all those marketeers there, for that is the key. Your father does not know this. Your sister does not know this. Only you, who will be my successor, can know the real truth. And you, who would follow him. You who would help guide my son.
I don't really follow. I mean, I help.
Did you come here? Did
I've
you
been
walk
more
in?
of a mascot.
I think I like I was in front when we came in, so I think he followed me. Oh,
I
that's weird.
don't think that you were in the front, given the fact that I was the one who went
She kind of lowers her head and smiles.
Technically, Grog was in the front walking.
No, Dylan was behind us, I believe.
I don't know. There's no way to in the end. There's no way to prove, but I feel like I was the first one in.
Wasn't the wagon driver the first one in?
I think she
This is
made it into the room.
This is a valid point. The wagon driver might have been the first one in.
Technically, she was the first one in.
Or was it the
We're all
corpses?
following you, my lady.
Or was it the corpses? Corpses?
And I might have been second, third, maybe second. I don't know. I think she's already sick of me, so there we go.
Yeah, I think that you're pissing her off again.
You can tell. She's
Don't-
moderately miffed at you guys.
I think it's
Hello.
pretty much.
And your friends. I can already tell that you're taking this a little bit more lightly than I would have hoped. Killua, know that what you're about to learn, in living memory, still alive at least, I'm the only one who knows the truth other than soon you and the others in this room. Keep your knowledge secret. And do what she asks.
What? Who asks?
Find out.
But,
Part
like,
of it is getting there. If you can't, then you aren't my son.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, oof.
Does that drive the point home?
I'd say so.
Then leave here with your friends. So I understand you had a sick ally. He will be cared for here. But if you do not learn the truth, do not return.
I'm sorry. I hate to double back and just. If we find the truth, do not return.
If you do not learn the truth,
Okay.
then do not return.
Well, what time is it now, Trent?
It's early afternoon right now. You'll have a few hours or nightfall, and usually that's when shoppers and everything would leave.
Mm-hmm.
Let's we'll take some time and wait for them to leave. We'll grab a bite to eat and then we'll head out. How does that sound?
I mean, yeah, if we have to wait, then that's fine.
Okay. Well, go, leave. You are dismissed.
It was incredibly wonderful to meet you, ma'am.
She holds up a finger. Do
Which
not push
finger?
it. Her pointer finger up, just like as a warning to you.
I would never dream of such a thing, ma'am. I am simply a.
He would definitely dream of it.
That's a weird thing to tell your mother.
No!
That's a weird thing to say to your mother, sir.
Yeah, really, what the hell is wrong with you?
That's weird.
Well, you said don't dream of push. No, I'm just gonna shut up.
Let's just teach you this fucking truth and call it a day, alright?
Man, Godfrey, you
Damn,
alright?
Godfrey.
Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with you, Godfrey?
I don't know, I'm just in one of those moods.
I think he's sad about Grog.
Partially.
Why? He's out there doing good. Isn't that
Going
isn't that
right.
a good thing?
Yeah, I know he's doing
They're
good.
doing right.
Doing right.
If anything, he's doing more good than us at the moment. You should be happy for him.
Let's just get this show on the road, alright?
Ah, buddy. I hope you have a better day.
Well,
Yeah, well, yeah, I think we kill time.
standing out, you see once more Gillen, now joined again by Mado, standing guard outside the door. And Gillen greets you warmly. Mado greets you with a very brief grin once more, and then a blank face. Gillen calls out, "Young master, I am very, very glad that you." That's the wrong fucking accent.
Yeah.
Young master, I'm so happy that you are back. But, can you believe you want to go out into the city and take in the sights of your hometown again? I must admit, I didn't know you were coming, and we may or may not have repurposed your chambers into a fighting pit.
A fighting pit. Wow,
Why?
that's a leap.
Well, you know, you preferred it right outside the stables and everything because you like the horses and well, it just seemed to fit. So, if you'll give me just 2 days, I'll have it spick span right as you left it.
Okay then.
All right, we'll go
Sure.
we'll find a place to stay at the.
I'm just like kind of confused why they made my room into apparently a fighting pit.
Hey, first rule of Fight Club: don't
Just don't
fucking
talk
talk
about
about
it,
it. So we'll never know.
Speak to my brother, Gillen, at Brightheath. He'll make sure that you get what you need.
I thought he was Dylan.
He's my twin brother, also named Gillen.
That's gotta be really confusing.
Only at family parties.
Is that identical or fraternal?
Quite identical.
Oh, good, good.
Oh, that seems really awful.
As I said, a little confusing at family parties.
Alright then.
Well, I think this is where we make those moves.
Yeah, I mean,
Moving
once
and
it's night, I guess head down to the place.
You've got a few hours to kill.
Yeah, we go get our room set up, drop off our stuff.
Gillen over at the Brightheath Inn. To a T, except a little bit of an undersized pink apron on. Including leather armor beneath the pink apron. A little bit, like, short of breath. Right. Who do you be? Gentlemen.
I looked at Killua.
I mean, I'm Killua. Your brother kind of turned my room into a fight pit at the
Right,
castle, and I need
Right,
a room.
my brother. Right. Of course. I can get you set up for rooms.
I saw this episode of Avatar. I know how this goes.
Why are you so out of breath?
We're working out outside. Gotta keep the you know.
Dang it. I want to use my inspiration on that one.
Okay, roll.
Damn it. I don't know if that... I have a passive higher than that. I have a passive of 17. Yeah, like, how truthful is he being?
Oh
Very
no!
truthful.
You can't
Being
tell.
very
You're doing
truthful.
like he's you know he does look like he works out a lot.
What if he's got, like, I don't know, an 8 charisma? It would match, right?
We have a 10.
Okay. What we got?
That was totally made up on the spot. But hey.
It's cool. Clicker is like, yeah, he works out a lot. Good man.
Yeah, it works out a lot. Yeah.
Oh my
You know what?
So
You know
you
what,
just
Sean?
set up-
No.
yeah.
Reverse inspiration. I never used inspirations anyways, and you doubled me last time. There you go.
Totally the same person. You can definitely tell. That much of a disparity, you can tell he just ran here at you guys.
Oh my god! Gillen,
Clicker
what is
immediately
funny?
says, like, let's head back real quick. I forgot something in the room.
Oh no, we have to
Oh,
run back.
you-
No, we have to run back.
Yeah,
and
we
see-
need to go. We need to go bug Gillen again back at the castle.
I'm
we'll
sure
be right back.
he's really busy with his work there.
Never mind,
Oh, you're
that's
going.
good.
Okay,
That's good.
all right.
That's all my enjoyment I needed.
Do you actually head back to the castle?
No.
Oh, that'd be great.
I'm really tempted to.
Well, like, I don't know if he would, because he said, like, oh, he's probably really busy. He passed out. Nah, I want some food. I'm hungry.
He's
I'm
just doing
assuming-
2 jobs.
I'm assuming they sell, like, meals and whatnot at the inn, right? We're at the frickin' Great Heath Inn, right?
Yeah, we're at the Bright Heath Inn.
Yeah, Clicker just wants to buy, like, a very large meal. Frickin' Darby, man, be rations for a while.
I mean, we could theoretically go down to the bakery.
I want bread, I want a meal.
Oh, pastries.
No, let's get a real. I want a real meal.
For real!
Fine.
Some, like, I want some chicken. Is that cannibalism?
You
I don't
are
know.
a chicken.
Well,
Mm,
I'm a bird.
he's-
It's like eating monkey. It's different. People eat monkey, right?
I don't know. Do people eat monkey?
I'm pretty sure. Like monkey brains. You tie the monkey down to a table and bust his brain open with a hammer. No? Am I speaking Latin? You guys don't know?
Sorry,
Let's
I got
get
picked from
some
work.
food and then
I
go
posted
down
a
to the
picture,
place.
but like it's probably NSFW.
All right, I had got a ping from work. I'm back. Sorry.
Oh no, we
Zero
just
and
been-
Clicker just want a couple large, like full course meals for them.
food, and then like around 10 or midnight or so, we'll go down to the place.
Well, nearest place for food. That's actually going to go ahead and be Baka's Bakery.
Oh man! How about like somewhere we can get actual food besides just like cute breads? I assume the inn would, but I guess not.
Well, not till dinner.
What time is it right now?
It's
Must be
getting
starting
on to be about. Yeah, it's getting late afternoon.
We can just chill here for a bit, probably then.
Okay.
Unless you guys are against it, unless you want to go back to the castle real quick.
Yeah, we could totally just fuck with this guy again.
Okay. So it doesn't. If you guys are good with hanging in the inn, Gillen, the not so twin brother of Gillen, is more than happy to serve you various ales and other things. Will ask one thing, however.
Hmm?
Says, well, so what are you planning on doing now that you're here? Now that you're back, young miss.
Well, I mean, I was told to go do some personal business. And after that, I mean, we'll see where that goes from there.
Right. Very well. Of course. I did not mean to pry you. Anyway, do you guys order anything in particular? Any ale?
The special, whatever the meal is for the night.
What style food do they have here?
We've got good food. Good food here.
Yeah, right
Like-
food.
Like what? Like vegetables and meat? We're talking noodles.
Mostly meats. Good meats. Good cheese.
I would assume that at this point, Gillen knows what I like normally eat.
I mean, it's been a while.
Young Master Killua, of course, I have your standard fare, your standard preference. Macaroni and cheese with cut up hot dogs in it.
You know what? I'll just take like a steak and whatever the heck else you want to give me.
Will you be having your normal apple juice with your steak?
No. Jesus Christ. I guess this is what happens when you're not here for like forever. Just give me an L.
Do you
Oh,
Give
enjoy
me apple juice.
That's
I'll
the one
take
with
like
less
some
than-
hard apple cider.
Sir, he will have the steak cut up as normal.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Zero, can I
Naturally.
please punch you? I really want to punch you right now.
It'll be like it was back in the old days, young master.
Kilo, I
And
only
it
do it.
comes and you.
Can I just have like
It's in little
normal
tiny. It's in
people
little
food?
tiny cut up pieces,
Damn
with
it.
little baby carrots on
Oh
the
my
plate,
god.
and like he has like
Can I just
big
have
normal silverware with big
exactly-
knives, and you get a little tiny fork with like a special little hook on it, like a baby.
Tiny for a
fork.
person, tiny for
Okay,
a half.
can I
Tiny for
just
halfling.
have
He's got, like,
exactly
20
like
forks.
what Godfrey's having?
Godfrey,
click-
what are you having?
I don't know what he's having, but whatever he's having is probably better than this.
What does Godfrey prefer to have?
Not gonna lie, it's probably whatever the hell he had. This steak and the mac and cheese and hot dogs.
Oh, mac
No!
and cheese.
No, okay, then give me whatever that was Zero's having.
I'm also having
I'm gonna.
mac and cheese and hot dogs.
Clicker would have
All
had.
cut up.
Clicker would have
Give
got
me
like
something-
tuna, like
Oh my
fish
god.
and mainly
Zero.
raw fish and some rice.
Zero would order also an extra plate
A lot of
for Clicker.
Can I have normal sized things?
This is all they have. I'm sorry, it's weird.
Normal size cut up hot dogs with mac and cheese and cut up steak.
This is all. This
I'm
is
sorry,
how it
young
comes.
master. It's all I could grab when I ran out. When it's all I could grab from the
Exercise.
kitchen that is fully stocked.
I'm gonna go
Definitely.
get food elsewhere.
Oh, but
Clicker.
we're eating. It's fine.
Can I also have herbal tea?
Not apple juice.
Not feeling the apple juice.
Okay.
Why'd you say it like that?
No reason. No reason. I didn't. So basic. Okay.
Look, if you don't have it, you don't have it. That's fine. I'll order something else.
No. I'll be fine. I'll figure it out.
It just leaves.
Mm,
Like, I'm gone.
He has no idea what you're talking about, and he intends on going off and getting whatever herbs he can find and throwing them
Oh
and making
my
Oh no!
Getting some, like,
Yeah,
basil,
he's not
like
the
oregano.
chef.
Oh fuck it! What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, how does my sushi and rice come out? I didn't even pay attention to it. I
Have you
started
ever
eating.
filleted your own fish?
Oh god. I have, but I did okay.
Okay,
He
you
did not do it okay.
basically have an uncooked fish fillet on a bed of rice. That's been
Rice
wrapped,
puts his
and,
hand
then,
up.
and it was
Have soy
cooked.
sauce?
Yes.
Never mind. You obviously don't know what that is. Give me soybeans in a jar.
just soybeans steeped in water.
You're like
Oh
soy
my God.
soy milk. He's gonna bring me soy milk.
Yeah.
Here's your soy sauce.
Yeah, there's a reason I just got up and left.
I mean,
After
Godfrey.
that, Kilo remembered how bad of a cook he was, and just left.
Godfrey, after a few moments, it comes back and brings you a cup of steaming hot tea.
Many question marks.
You want to give it a taste?
Sure.
Tastes like mint tea. He just steeped it in mints. Herbs he could find. Mint.
Huh.
So it's mint tea.
Okay.
It's nothing anything special, but hey. Sorry about that.
By the time he gets back, Hilo's just gone.
Oh no, it's fine.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Where's the young master at?
I don't know. He's who knows?
Did Kilowatt announce he was leaving?
I kind of just like got up and said, "I'm gonna go get some donuts."
Then Clicker will open his mouth and Kilowatt's voice will come out. I'm gonna go get some donuts.
Alarmed for just a moment and then it subsides.
I'm just
rather
like, I
quickly.
forgot how bad of a cook Gillen was. I'm gonna go get, like,
Anything that he said,
Something.
it just got repeated. So if he'd actually said that, Clicker would have repeated it. Just
Okay.
savagely as possible.
At least he's going somewhere safe.
I don't know what Killua is talking about. You, sir, are a fantastic chef.
I'm
Clicker
gonna
will
buy
open his-
donuts for everyone.
Clicker will like open his mouth and be like, "You should have your brother go check up on him."
Do you want to RP through that? You already know what Baka's Bakery
I know
is.
exactly what Baka is.
Okay.
Mostly because I made Baka, but I mean, yeah. I'm gonna pick up like 24 donuts.
Well, okay. As you walk into the
Various
bakery,
flavors.
you hear a very, very clear, very tonal voice says, "Welcome to Baka's Bakery. I am Baka. Would you like to try some of the best bagels in Haragon?"
I'm actually looking for some donuts.
Okay. I have just finished the evening's fare. Please look at your leisure. Hey, kiddo.
I think this is good, isn't it?
It just went very quiet.
Yeah, because I think Sean just like left for a second, so I was just like, I'm gonna wait.
Oh, he probably work.
No, he just said, "Hey, kiddo," so I think someone came in his room.
I blame Killua.
Me too.
I mean, whatever the heck happens in this place that we're going to, you can definitely blame Kilo for.
I'm 100% gonna guess it is a Sphinx.
Oh my god, I hope not.
He got back into game.
Hey, Sean.
It's a fucking Critical Role. That's my call.
Alright, is Sean back?
Yep.
Okay. So, what types of donuts does he have available?
Well, I've got a standard glazed chocolate, standard chocolate with sprinkles,
Can I just have, like, one
Haragon
every
crullers,
Another spirit animal.
specialty cream, specialty frosted with sprinkles.
time? Okay, can I have, like, one of each?
Okay.
Oh God, no!
How many are there?
And one of these.
And one of these.
Okay, before I say
One
that,
of
how
these.
many different ones are
Too
there?
late. No take backsies.
There's about 20.
That's fine.
Okay.
Thousands.
That'll be 1 gold, 2 silver.
And how about those bagels that I heard you talking about?
Oh, okay.
You claim that they're the best bagels, correct?
He kind of waddles over. And I didn't fully describe him. He is a short, stout portal, which is basically he is a humanoid turtle, with a very oversized shell, and
this is Baka. Oh God.
yeah,
Yeah,
a
it's not
comically large apron that kind of hooks onto the sides of his shell rather than being tied around him because his arms are too short to reach around. And he waddles over to the stand with the bagels. I've got plain sesame, sesame with extra. I've got blueberry. I've got strawberry. I've got standard everything. I've got onion.
You know what? Just give me whatever the most the most famous bagel is.
They're
So
all
apparently
famous.
these are famous. Okay, what is your favorite?
Okay, I'll give you 2 of my favorites.
2 of everything.
No, he reaches down to the lowest shelf and pulls them out. For some reason, people don't like them.
What
And
kind
he
are
wraps
they?
it up and he puts it down. It's my own special recipe.
Well,
They taste slightly of salmon,
oh,
but are mostly
I know
squid.
someone who might like these. Maybe.
You would. You're the fucking bear man.
No, I was gonna give them to Oculus.
No, the bear guy should probably like the salmon.
Well, maybe as a bear.
Well, there you go.
I'm not
You're
gonna
the
turn into a
Since
bear.
you expressed an interest, and since I admit I know who you are, these are on the house. Young Master Killua.
Alright, I'll give him the money for the stuff and head
Killua.
back to the inn.
Young Lord, can
Yeah?
I ask a favor?
What favor?
Would you help me get an audience with the Queen?
I don't know how much you want that. She's a bit of a handful.
Best
I'll
Yeah,
see what I
one-
can do, though.
I have but one request of the king.
Oh, that might be hard. But
I
I'll
can
see if I can
only
get you-
ask if you try.
I'll see if I can. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Okay. So you head out.
I'll head back to the inn with everyone else.
Alrighty. Killua returns with 2 bags, one bit larger than the other. And Gillen, with a bit of an air of relief, says, "Ah, the young hero returns."
Here or what?
Nothing. Welcome back, Killua.
So I brought donuts. Who wants some?
Oh, what flavors did you get?
All of them.
Alright, which ones are which?
So,
Sean,
pulling
I
them
don't
out,
know actually what kind I got.
Pulling them out, there's several that you can definitely tell. There's like, are you familiar with Krispy Kreme donuts?
Oof.
Dude, Sean.
There's a couple
am
of Krispy Kreme glazed
No,
donuts.
I'm like as white trash as possible. I told him I'm talking.
John, what do I do for a job?
I know.
Am I familiar with donuts?
I'm just saying, maybe they don't have Krispy Kreme around you. I don't know.
Even if they didn't, I would.
I
Yeah,
love
fair
how
enough.
Zero's like playing right into the stereotype.
So, yeah, there's a couple of very fine glazed donuts. There's
Mhm.
chocolate. There's chocolate sprinkles. You see all the different types of normal donuts than you would expect, but there's also a few types of interesting looking donuts.
Well, I take all the
please.
glazed, so let's just get that out of the way.
Please
You
Glazed
explain
all
my
of the
chocolate
particular-
glazed.
I take all the glazed.
No, you
Okay.
don't.
I bonus action cast Mage Hand. I sleight of hand steal a glaze. and I grab 2 more with my other 2 hands.
Can I see if
oh.
I can slide one of those salmon bagels into the mage hand?
It's the mage hand's invisible, so no.
Oh,
So Clicker wants one of those, for the record.
well,
So-
one of the bagels.
Make a wisdom saving throw, because I want one of those glazed donuts. 0. Before you manage to grab all of them.
We're fighting over donuts.
No! You are
How
paralyzed.
many different types of
I
glazed donuts
somehow
are there?
knew. I somehow knew you would fight over the donuts.
So as you're paralyzed,
Ah.
Clicker starts eating them in front of you. Glazed donuts specifically.
I'm gonna take the chocolate
many
glaze
can you
out of
eat
Clicker's.
around?
He eats 2 of the normal glazed donuts.
Can
Then
you
moves
do
on.
2? Oh,
In a
I'm
minute,
gonna grab the
yes.
chocolate glazed donut
Very
and
large beak.
start eating it before Zero
Okay.
can hold the whole person.
All
I
right.
mean, like,
Just like savor it every bite in front of
Zero, make a, since you were the first to say it, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check against a very hard DC.
oof.
You, okay. All right.
alright.
So
I
you
made-
are able to actually acquire one of the 4 glazed donuts. The other 2 able to acquire 1 each.
I might
Okay.
actually get a bonus to that too. Hold
Oh, good.
You
At least I got
plus
one.
12 to slate of
on. I know, and
It's rogues. Don't worry about it.
I'm a rogue. I have expertise in it, and
You
Oh,
have the
no, it's-
gloves,
it's-
which will give you.
yeah, it's +5. I already got that factored in. Oh, I don't have expertise. That's my next expertise.
Mhm.
But yeah, Clicker just wanted to get at least one of the good glazed donuts then.
Okay.
As he's just paralyzed in place. Hold up.
We'll leave you
So-
with one.
The
You don't even know about the one. It's invisible.
The
so
donut
most of
is
the
in.
donuts, most of the other donuts are your various random exotic flavors. There's definitely one that's some sort of berry flavored. There are a few cream filled ones. There are 4 donuts that are unique looking.
Please describe my uniqueness. Or these unique donuts.
One of the unique ones is covered in color shifting Technicolor sprinkles.
Nope.
Where like
I haven't.
it's just a normal
I'm gonna eat that
donut
one.
and then white frosting with just Technicolor different sprinkles. We'll get to that in a minute. Um,
I'm gonna take that one for myself.
Okay. Another one is it looks to be filled with something, but the exterior of it is just deep dark red.
Red velvet.
Yep. The other one is a very crumbly looking cookie, but in a pure circle, kind of flat. It looks like a cookie. It looks very flat and thin. And the last one looks like a standard Long John, except it has a very intricately designed S ending in a serpent's head.
A what?
A very intricately designed S
Nope.
that's
Nope. What'd you call it? A long john?
Long John? The type of donut?
Is there a problem with
Crawler? A crawler?
Yeah.
Like the stick ones?
Yeah.
Crawler.
that? You can call it whatever he wants to do.
It's called a long john.
I side with the cop on the correct nomenclature for donuts.
It's a crawler.
Wool and Baka's Bakery. He calls it.
It is a crawler.
Kabaka called it the wrong thing.
There you go.
Let's
I mean, he is a bit slow.
be real. Let's
He
be
is
real.
very slow.
If
being a
anyone
turtle.
has expert testimony on donuts, it'd be this guy right here.
I mean, I guess you are the cop.
Yeah, so I will I will concede to another's expertise on this one.
Plus, Dunkin's Donuts is based down the street from me.
Hey, there you go. Okay. So,
What's so special about this rainbow donut?
do you eat it?
I was gonna eat it.
Good to know. It tastes like the rainbow. Seriously, it tastes like Skittles.
Oh, okay.
How does
Does
the
anything
red
weird
one
happen?
smell?
Roll perception smell.
Did.
Faintly of iron.
Yeah, that seems appealing. It's a freaking blood donut.
Hey, at least you'll have a good iron.
Yeah, no kidding.
Not that you noticed.
Okay.
Yeah, Clicker will take the red donut and like cut it in half. Look at the insides.
Looks like the insides of it were not filled with anything. It looks like it is a very fluffy, thick donut. And it is the same color as the outside.
Okay, YOLO. He takes a small nibble out of it
Okay.
to see how it tastes.
I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
As anyone should while eating a pastry.
I mean, look,
Okay.
nothing happened to me. I'm sure something will, but nothing's happened yet.
I feel sick.
I'm
Feel
sure the second I use
tipsy?
magic, I'm gonna have to roll a wild magic surge.
No, you don't feel sick. It tastes like a red velvet donut.
Did my
Tastes
stomach just
lovely.
curdle? I mean, there's usually. Come on!
No sign of anything awful.
Nothing. I mean, it tasted pretty good. It was a very tasty donut.
Alright, well, that's a nibble of it. Okay,
Yeah,
if
it's a
since
very,
I
very
don't
tasty
know
donut.
anything wrong with it, and it's totally tasty and fine,
You gonna
reasonably.
finish, eat the rest of
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, just like one big hump right to the beak.
Alrighty, another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, good. I'm glad. There.
Look,
Are you happy?
double net 20.
Again.
Satisfying donut.
Great.
Super satisfying,
Something
delicious.
awful's gonna happen to you later.
Hey, I passed the con save. It should be fine.
No,
Like,
Clicker's now a vampire.
Super delicious donut. That's all it was.
there was a snake donut, and what else left now?
There was a snake donut, and I actually don't remember what the other one was.
Last of them was a super, super crumbly looking donut.
That's right, the cookie.
There was a cookie, basically. It looked like a cookie.
Does anyone want this weird cookie one?
I'm good. I wanted the glaze and
I mean, I already had one of
No.
the special one.
Oh, no. I mean,
I'm
it's only
offering up
fair,
the other
right? All of us
special
gotta eat one of the specials.
Hey Godfrey, would you like a special one?
A snake or
No,
a
thank
cookie.
you.
It's like, I'm smarter than you, no thanks. Clicker pushed his luck enough as it is. I think he's pissed at the normal donuts from your house.
Okay.
Unless, like, I don't know if anyone
Just
else wants
gonna
one.
like save all of the other donuts. I'll offer some to Gillen.
Cool.
Did I hear something about, like, fish somewhere?
Yeah, did Clicker want one of these like cool weird bagels that apparently taste like fish?
Yes, all of them.
Here you go.
Ultimate con save for those.
No, you don't.
Okay.
I
Good.
probably would have.
Oh, jeez. I'm glad
Gillen
I
grabs one of the grabs one of the regular non-glazed chocolates. Very simple, straightforward.
I'll also offer him the snake one.
That's a very interesting looking donut there. Well, bottoms up. Mmm. Tastes a bit tinny, but good.
Right. I mean, I think we've basically finished our donut eating escapades right now.
I think so. And
I
I
have
believe...
the one special one, and then like I don't know how many other donuts are left.
Hmm. Let's say 8, the normal donuts,
And then one odd one.
and the one
Cookie.
odd one, the cookie. I think that is a perfect opportunity for us to go to our break.
Alright.
I'm
We'll
really
come back,
glad that we
we'll
all
come
got to
back
fight over
at-
donuts.
Yeah, we'll come back at 10 after for you guys
Okay.
heading over to do what Killa was asked to do.
And she said speak the tenants in front of the thing, whatever.
Yes.
Mysterious
I
secrets.
assume she wants me to be in the middle or something.
We shall find out. If we're not drugged or turning into vampires by then.
We're all getting drugged. Maybe even raped.
Oh, good.
Yay! Why would we go there? What? Why would you think I'd go there? Come on.
We all
Hey,
went to
I
a very
mean,
dark spot.
You did have Godfrey sleep with a succubus.
He never did. You never asked what Godfrey did.
Okay, we actually don't know what he did. But you
Godfrey
did
never asked
have
what Godfrey
me
did, actually.
do whatever the hell that was when I became Lord of the Forest as a slutty female.
Now, carousing you actually don't have a say in. But I kept Godfrey as close to his character as I could, in that instead of straight up smiting a succubus, he challenged the succubus to games of chance and vigor. Literally played card games with a succubus trying to turn her good.
Awesome. I would totally do that.
That definitely seems like a Godfrey thing.
You were moderately successful as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're seeing her next time you're in Haragon, you might see her.
I have to keep my eye out then.
Turns out, regular females, hard to talk to. Demon females? No big deal.
We made him better at talking to females.
You bought me a hat.
We bought you a hat, and we also just helped you train to talk to girls.
I
On
would
the boat.
hardly call what you did training.
Yeah, but let's be fair. You talked to her for about 15 minutes, and then the next day she turned into a moat that tried to kill you.
Good point.
Anyway, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Same.
Oh, I didn't even realize that fucking Jessica Jones is out.
I'm having all kinds of first world problems right now.
How so?
I have too much milk and too much cereal in a cup, and I'm eating it with a fork.
We get a ladle.
That seems problematic.
Very problematic. And I almost grabbed a ladle, but I was like, oh, fuck it, fork.
You know, you could potentially do the dishes. Or at least do one dish and one piece of silverware.
I could. That requires effort.
I see. More or less effort than trying to eat cereal with a fork
A lot less effort.
out of a cup. So you admit it's a lot less effort to simply get the right dishes cleaned than try and eat it out of a cup with a fork. I do not understand your logic, sir.
I was saying it's a lot less effort for the latter.
Wheel then. Ah.
It's easier to bitch about problems than do anything about them. Like typical Americans. Or teenagers, whichever comes first.
Alrighty.
So how's work been, Sean?
Not that bad this week, considering we started UAT this week. User acceptance testing is basically when we have our first users on the system, not the tech team.
Oh,
And
fun.
it's been going pretty well. We have a couple of things that have to get fixed, but hey.
What are you even building? I hate to say it, I have no idea.
We are building a... Basically, it's called a PLM system, which is Product Lifecycle Management. It's software for managing all of the technical data behind the things that people make. So the company's Meritor, and they do a lot of automotive things across the
Gotcha.
world. So
No,
they're in the middle of an upgrade from previous version to the current version. And along with it, they're doing a full infrastructure upgrade and a full upgrade of a full switchover from their current provider to us, which is a pretty big portion of it, but not my portion of it. My portion lies around the upgrade itself, and we're about ready for it. The next couple of big things are getting the rest of the servers online and getting the last pieces in place for what we need.
All right.
Gonna be good. Or it's gonna be bad. I don't know.
Hey, you can only do one or the other.
Yeah. Well, maybe.
I have a training tomorrow, but then we only do half a day of training for that day, so I have to go to fucking work afterwards.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
a
that.
fucking kick in the dick. It's like, hey, we get to fucking do nothing most of the week. Then the last day, I actually have to go back to work. It's just that's no bueno.
So about how long do we have left in the break?
Are we all back yet?
I don't know, is Tim back?
I'm not.
Tim's not quite back yet.
Yo, my cat's being a real asshole.
What's it doing?
He literally been laying down arm's length away, facing away from me, and ignoring me when I called him.
They're just like, we're gonna sit just out of your reach, so if you really want us, you have to get us.
Meanwhile, if he gets bored that I'm not giving him enough attention, he'll come up to me, he'll stand up on his hind legs and touch my shoulder, because that's how fucking tall he is.
Damn.
Like, from you sitting down at
Yeah.
your desk to...
Yeah, he can stand up on his hind legs and touch my shoulder. Which is weird, because he knows to touch my shoulder. He's like, that's where people touch each other when they want their attention.
He just hops up, pokes you. Dad, 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 dad.
Meanwhile, he's a moody fuck sometimes.
That's
My
what
dog's the
cats are.
same way.
Sometimes he's very chatty too, but fucking never when I want him to be.
I mean, when do you need your cat to just, like, start randomly meowing?
Oh, he sings a song of his people. He's a yodeler, first class. If he could, he'd have a vuvuzela. Motherfucker is loud as shit. Yeah, I got the notification. Critical Role live.
And before Sean has, big work emergency and we all just go watch Critical Role.
I mean, I could.
I don't
But I
want that to
won't.
happen, though.
You want to find out what the truth is.
I was gonna say, I want to find out what the hell's going on.
Truth with what?
I don't know yet. Of the city?
There's something wrong with the city?
I don't know.
Oh, the truth. I thought we were still talking about fucking Critical Role. I was very confused.
No! Although, I mean... Friggin' Pumat Soul.
Friggin' Pumat Soul. I can only hope to be anywhere near the caliber of Matt Mercer. And how he comes up with shit like Pumat Soul, I don't know. Because I did not see that coming, and it was amazing.
It was really great. Keep it up, me.
Yeah, right? My god. This is fantastic.
Like, whenever he said there were, like, multiple of them, at first it was, oh my god, did he do what I just did? But no, he did it slightly different. Because mine was just like, there's, like, thousands of them. And they all speak in unison.
That would be confusing.
It really was. Because it was just like a line of market stalls.
The beautiful thing is it makes perfect sense. You know, if it's just the wizard's alone and he wants to start like an actual shop, why hire help when you can have simulacrum? What was it? It was Scanlan last
Imagining all-
campaign. Who made himself one.
I mean, I think everyone does clones, but I mean,
Clones are the worst. Evil.
I mean, if these are evil clones, then
No, after reading the Clone Saga, all clones are.
Oh, okay.
I don't know when I actually read.
are evil. You don't have to be jaded that much.
I don't
Also,
know-
welcome back, Tim.
Thank you, Starmine.
Not a big deal. So, guys head out.
Hopefully, get some better sushi this time.
Well, we'll see.
No one can cook this goddamn sushi.
the city's infamous for its lack of cooking.
Apparently.
So what you're saying is,
Yeah, Clicker just kind of caught up in the motions. Where are we going now?
down to Bala Square.
Oh, it's midnight?
I mean, we're probably just gonna jump that.
I wasn't sure. I must have been enjoying my fish sandwich.
We'll say that you spend the evening enjoying your fish bagels and your other things, and
Dinner for Kilo in was mainly just the donuts.
yeah,
You can smell sides all day. No fucking reason.
okay. So you
Head down to the square, I think.
all right. So heading over to Ballas Square. As previously described, there is as you walk down the empty streets now of evening in Greyfield, it is quiet but well lit. Most of the people are who are out at this night have business elsewhere, and they are hurrying along. When you reach, sorry,
Are the guards patrolling?
there are guardsmen. They don't pay you any specific attention, as you do look like you have a purpose. They do eye you a little bit due to your eccentric garb and everything.
Yeah.
However, you are not stopped on your way to the square, which, as you enter the square, it is very dark, obviously. The square itself on the exterior is lit, but the interior is not. So as you step forward, you would be in darkness.
Okay. Clicker will cast light on himself if no one else is against that.
Okay.
He should be able to see clearly.
In that case,
oh,
in
I
that
mean,
case,
could everyone else see
heading-
where?
walking forward with lights ablaze, you step up to the center square, which is essentially a very large stone dais that only steps up about 2 feet, which is a bit of a hop for Killua, but others is a large step, and 4 pillars. One pillar written in halfling, and with the picture of a boar, power. Another with an owl and wisdom. Another with a lion and courage. And the other a crane and balance. In the center of the square is again a statue of Ballas himself, Killua, your oldest ancestor. You know the
So-
story of Ballas being that he was the proudest of the halflings fighting against Strahd in the ancient times, and claiming victory against him as the most powerful of your kin, took control of the halfling kingdom, then called Paragon.
So she just said to recite the tenets, right?
Probably
Do I
gotta
just
stand
have-
in the middle.
I mean, yeah, stand in the middle. Was there like a saying that went with them, or was it just the tenet? The word.
I recommend you make one up. But you don't know of one.
Why don't you give the tenets of what you find most important?
I mean,
think
she said
sa-
the tenets of
Uh,
this place, so
Well, of your family, and you are a member of family. And if you don't, I think what's gonna be the most important is you being sincere. As long as you're sincere,
okay, well let's make something up then. For one to rule this kingdom, they must show the power to conquer, the wisdom to lead, and the courage to follow through with their decisions. But most importantly, they must be able to balance all three, or all would be lost. I don't know. I'm bad at making up things.
So as you finish your speech of your tenets, the floor beneath you all begins to shudder and slowly retract.
Do any of the guards around notice this?
There are no guards around. The square is empty.
I thought you said there were people around the
On
square.
patrol as you came, but as you came up to the square, there was no one.
Okay.
Flicker
And
like
as you
hovers.
see, it almost seems like slowly as this opens, the area maybe 10 feet, all of the lights that you see kind of fog over and you can't see them.
Flicker would like
Very
a GTFO. Just fly away if possible.
Okay, clicker, start flying away. You get, I think it'd be about 40, 50 feet until you hit this big wall of fog and you burst through it into the night sky of Greyfield.
And what do I see looking down?
The edge of lamps, and it looks like, looking back, you see the empty square.
God.
Clicker, you're gone!
Remembering what the queen said about like a secret only us will know, and being very worried he will attempt to go back down if it's still a way to.
Very quickly you see that as you pass through, your vision obscures and you come forward and you do see through your light the changed courtyard. As the courtyard finishes changing, it kind of rotates and spins into place, and it comes up, and instead of the statue of Ballas, it is a very large stone block with sturdy iron bars formed across it, and a sigil in the center showing "Demonstrate your true strength." As it rotates into place, the floor comes back and meets this pedestal that's risen up.
can we all see that?
Yes.
I think you have to give it a hug and show it your love. Because I think you're most powerful.
You will also
ability.
notice that the 4 pillars show as power, wisdom, courage, and balance. Everything else, all writing, is gone.
How many pillars total?
4.
4 pillars.
Right, so...
So what's
if
your
it wants me
strength?
to show, I was gonna say, if it wants me to show strength, Let's wild shape into a giant snapping turtle and bite it.
My gosh.
Okay.
Like the statue.
Bite where like the insignia or whatever.
Stone golem on the sleeve.
Well, it's a stone cube.
Or like
About
smack into it. I can't exactly do anything with it says it's bite, but
Use tackle.
basically.
okay. Yeah. Giant Squirtle use tackle. Go ahead. Why don't you roll? Okay. So you slam into this giant block, and it shudders, and then you shudder, and it just kind of shakes through you a little bit, like you ran into a wall.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know. It said strength.
It
Why
says
did you take the
demonstrate
turtle?
your it says demonstrate your true strength.
Does he? Well, he might need to prove all of these, or do we prove them as well? Do we each take a pillar? Can you write the pillars in the chat just so I don't have to ask it?
It was like
The pillars
courage,
now
wisdom.
show the pillars now show power, wisdom, courage, and balance, and you'll see that there's about a CD-sized disc in each one of them.
Clicker will investigate the one that says balance. He likes brains. He's a bird.
Okay.
I will
go ahead and roll
wild
invest-
shape from turtle.
You doing wisdom?
I won't do him balance because it's a bird.
Okay.
He was taking it out. See if anything else of note that we didn't see before.
Well, it just says balance now, and it has an empty circle in it. That's all it says.
Like
yeah, I
there's a hole in the
assume that
middle?
we have to
Not like a hole, but it looks like it's an indentation where something circular would fit.
yeah, I think we have to like do whatever the pillar says, and then it'll give us something to put in the pillar.
Oh, or you
Like
put your
thing-
or you
the
put your
stone thing.
or you put your hand in the pillar.
Is it big enough for hand to fit in?
To fit on, yeah. It's about, like I said, it's about the
The
about
center
the diameter
thing.
of a.
Oh, you said there's a hole.
Oh, yeah. What happened was, basically the dais dropped by a few inches and started rotating back and pulling all the way back, and kind of leaving this darkness beneath you. And the statue went down and disappeared, and up came this about 10-foot by 10-foot block with bars in the center of it. And as it came up, the floor rotated back into place and a spun closed again, so you could walk up to it.
No, but the pillars that each say like power.
Yes,
each have a thing. There's a hole.
Yes, there's an indentation where about something the diameter of a CD would fit.
All right. So, is it only when you demonstrate it does it open up? That we think.
I don't even know anything at this point.
Well, did
I
anything
mean,
change when he demonstrated power?
I just got very shook.
And did you demonstrate balance? Did anything change?
I haven't done that yet.
Oh,
was
I thought-
trying to
I thought
figure out
Clicker
the
did.
big stone
I thought
thing.
Clicker did that.
You went to go look at it.
Oh,
He went to investigate the balance pillar.
Right.
look at- Godfrey, which one do you want to go look at?
Can I insight the phrase?
Roll an insight check on the frame. Thinking about it really hard, you think maybe a show of strength?
I just tried that.
You hit it with a giant turtle, which is one thing.
Or maybe hit it with my own thing.
I mean,
I
no
don't know.
no offense, but when I think strong, I don't think turtle. I'm just speaking that out there.
Well, I hit it with my spear.
And
Like
you
that sort of thing.
you stab the block of rock, and it pulls back, and your magical item hit something, and it didn't leave a mark.
I'm just gonna touch it.
Feels
Push
cold.
real hard.
It doesn't move.
Have any like family heirlooms or like things that could be relevant here?
I mean, I've got like the signet ring.
It's basically a giant stone block with these like iron handles almost on it.
Can I try to pry the handles apart?
Make a strength check.
Check your save. Sorry.
Check, but either way, that wouldn't be enough to damage these handles. They're pretty sturdy. Like they go deep into the, like they're anchored deep into the stone, probably.
I really wish I had stone shape available right now.
Do you want a hint?
I kind of want a hint. That's why I was rolling insight on the phrase.
What do you think your true strength would be?
Well, I mean, I'm a druid, so I was thinking, like, wild shape at first, and then I was like, okay, well, maybe I just got regular strength.
Sunday afternoon special. What's your true strength?
His ability to
Compassion.
gather friends.
Compassion, love.
Friendship. It's the shonen anime.
It's a shonen anime.
It's friendship. It's always the answer.
I mean, I don't know how much... I mean, technically, my true strength is sticking around.
Yes, technically your true strength is sticking around, and we are demonstrating such things right now.
College
I see,
essay.
I'm sure.
College essay. What's your true strength? Killing me, Mike. Killing me.
That's your true strength, killing type.
Jesus. His true
I'm
strength
sorry.
is murder via frustration.
Have we already said it, Don?
I mean,
Technically?
it's not something you have to yell out necessarily.
Have people at the...
We have,
Okay,
it sounds
well,
like.
said anything. I'm gonna see if, like, everyone can help me pull open the bars.
Okay, we will help out.
And if everyone's helping, maybe it'll do something.
Alright, so who's helping with the...
How many bars are there?
There's 4 or 5 bars per... They're like refrigerator handles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, just like across
I
the side.
I totally was, like, imprisoning, like, a box almost with, like, 2 bars.
Yeah, it's a series of bars that you could grab onto.
Oh, okay. I was imagining something else then.
Yeah, Clicker will like go over and try to gank on one of them, try to help out. Not sure if the other.
I'll
Two?
grab,
Okay.
I'll grab a couple.
Alright, so everyone who is attempting to pull the block, roll a strength check. Okay.
I rolled
With
4s.
the assistance of your friends, you are able to drag the block. It seems lighter than it should be.
Ah,
Drag the
Oh
block
my
across.
god,
Did
Zero.
you like stub your pinky toe on
Zero's
it?
got like butter fingers.
I will say 0. You
Clicker's
You-
natural 20.
as you are surprised by
I'm fucking
by
with
all
them.
of,
Pushing the
yeah,
other
by,
way.
by all of this. You grab it and you kind of push forward, thinking it swings that way, but then the others start pulling, and you almost lose a toe as it kind of grinds across the floor. But Clicker is able to just bump you a little bit off to the side, so you don't actually harm yourself. But continuing to pull the block away reveals beneath the block a small imprint with a about 6-inch disc with a bore on it.
Gonna pick it up, take it over to the power thing, and put it in.
As you do that, the floor again begins to shift a little bit and shakes, and it starts to spin away, and the block kind of slides naturally back into place and starts to go back down. Again, everybody can move out of the way without any incident. It's not fast-moving thing, but as it spins back into place, there is a clay figure holding a large chalice bowl. It's like a chalice with a thing down, but it's got a bowl on the top of it. And then after it clicks into place, the figure steps off to the side, and coming back up again is a small pedestal. Once the figure steps to the edge of the circle, he splits into several other figures.
Is there anything in the
And-
chalice?
And we'll get to that. In the center, a cup appears, and you see 5 figures. 1 black, 1 red, 1 blue, 1 green, 1 yellow. And they all hold chalices, and those chalices all fill with like-colored liquids. Black, red, blue, green, yellow. In the center, words again emblazon on the ground. But this time, not a simple phrase. This time it says, "Inky night gives way to day's hue. The sun wakes, then the verdant land revealed. In the end, all is consumed in fire."
Can you, like, write that down? Because that was a lot.
So she said,
I think you're actually seeing this, Clicker.
Okay.
Yep.
Who's over here now to the team?
Mhm.
Okay.
You said there's like 5 cups and then 5 people.
So, like, the first 2 lines seem reasonable.
Okay,
Talking
so
about,
I'm
like, the
pretty
sun
sure
cycle.
put them in a certain order. Black, blue, yellow, green, red. I just don't know if they're labeled, and I also don't know if the cups have different colored inks in them.
Each of the chalices, there's 1 cup, and each of the chalices are different color.
Okay, so each chalice is a different color. Okay, I'm gonna
Well, the
first
colors
of all,
again?
I'm gonna go put the disc in the bore thing.
That's what you said you did, right?
Yeah,
That's
we
what
are.
triggered this.
Oh, that's what triggered that. Okay, so
And the colors were black, yellow, green, and what else?
Black,
Red-
red, blue, green, yellow are the 5
I'm
colors.
gonna try putting in the liquids, putting the liquids from the chalice into the cup in the order black, blue, yellow, green, red.
Well, the chalices don't move. You'll have to go to each one of them individually and use
Yeah.
something. If assuming that what you're going to do, what are you going to do?
Well, there's liquids in each of them, right?
what are
The
the
chalices are full.
what are the colors of your kingdom?
I feel like
I mean,
it's
I'm
something
pretty
with the
sure
column.
that the saying is telling us the order.
Verdant is like green grass.
Yeah.
So
Black, blue, yellow, green, red, whatever. Maybe
yeah,
something.
that's what I had assumed. So they have like a cup. I would assume they have like maybe a cup in my explorer's pack.
There was a cup on the table as well.
Well, yeah, the
It's
cup.
not
but I was,
something that fill. It's not a big cup. It would fill.
Oh, I was like assuming it was like a cup that we would have to put things in. It was like a extra large cup, like set into the stone. So am I able to pick up the cup in the middle or no? I assume.
Yeah, you can pick up the cup in the middle.
Alright, I assume that I can't like move the statues to pour the chalices into the cup. Like to pour anything from the chalices into the cup, because I don't want to just like dip it in there. Because after the first one, it kind of just like dumps the other things in.
Roll an insight check.
I'm going to use luck,
Okay.
because I assume that that's not good enough. Oh
It
my god.
was, but you used luck.
Oh, it was good enough?
Huh.
Can I use
I
luck
was basically
again?
going to tell you. Yeah, sure. I was going to basically tell you. I'll let you know. You get the impression that the intent to this is to consume the
Oh,
liquid.
okay. Then I'll drink it in the order black, blue, yellow, green, red.
Okay. So as you go forward and you dip the cup into the chalice, that's the bowl basically, and drink the black liquid, I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. So as you drink, your insides kind of begin to roil a little bit, like you feel ill for a moment, and after a while it subsides, and you are standing there with a cup.
Okay.
Now,
Now the blue.
okay. Please give me a wisdom saving throw.
What it tastes
I'm
like?
so much better at these. I have no clue. Sean, what did it taste
Okay.
like?
It tasted like black licorice.
And what does this one taste like?
This one tastes like mint gum, and it goes down real cold,
Ooh.
and your insides
Chills
feel
your
like
teeth.
they're chilly, and you kind of start to chatter and shake. Then
How about
Ask yourself.
yellow?
okay. So give me a charisma save. Okay. So for about 2 seconds, you feel fantastic, and then you realize everything's not that great. It tasted like lemon drop.
Okay. 2 green.
Okay. This one's another con save.
So many con saves.
Mm.
I'm gonna luck that. I don't
Okay.
want to accidentally throw it up and ruin this.
Okay. So swallowing that down, tastes like wheatgrass.
And red. So
Red,
more con
I
save.
need a con save. Okay. So your insides start to just grow warm and pleasantly warm, and then hot, and then it subsides.
Does anything
And
happen?
as you finish the red, a disc kind of forms into being on the top of the dais in the center with an owl on it.
You know, your riddles, like, when it's like that, are a whole lot easier than the other one.
I mean,
It's
that
the power
wasn't
of
really-
friendship.
I mean, the power of friendship seemed really cliche.
No,
Then
that's
again,
that's the one thing
basically
we got
the
for it.
magic colors, but out of Wuberg order. Also, yeah,
Don't worry about it. Right.
you just replaced white with yellow. Alright, I'm gonna go put the disc in the wisdom statue.
And as you place it, it spins out again, rotates out, but this time a much larger piece kind of comes up from the depths and it closes only slightly. And what shows is a depression, maybe about 5 feet, and turning into a sand pit. The sand kind of swirls over a little bit, and a pristine silver and gold golem appears. He holds one arm forward, beckoning. On the outside of the arena, the words, "He who trusts only in himself can be truly courageous enough to triumph over all."
Gonna just walk in there by myself then.
As you come up and you face the golem eyes down at you, takes 2 large fists and clamps them together, and then holds him out in a fighting stance. He is fighting with fists.
Use your fists, Mike.
I mean, I was thinking about that. It says only in myself. I don't know. Can I insight to see if a wild shape would count as me cheating?
It's your ability, so
It's
You
part
could,
of
yeah.
you.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Wing it.
What would your instincts tell you?
I mean, if I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna become a turtle.
Okay,
Or a bear. But, I mean, turtle's now stronger, so turtle.
turtle.
Because I just got the turtle ability.
All right, so
Turtle.
Gilwa, you transform into a giant turtle. As you transform and your form grows larger, as does the clay golem's form.
Okay.
So it is a
terrifying.
large snapping turtle, aside from a large clay golem.
I was gonna say, I
Standing
would
up.
assume that he matches my size or is bigger.
He's, well, more imposing. As he
Much more
stands
imposing
upright.
than a turtle. Okay. I guess, do I have to roll initiative or...
I would actually like you to, yes. I would like you to roll initiative at this point.
I feel like if we join in, there's going to be another more clay golems appearing.
Yeah, I would not say... I would not join me.
Is it not playing? Or is it playing and I can't hear it?
What?
There
If
it
there's
is.
music, it's really low. Oh, there it is.
There it is. Okay. So. Why is my clay golem not rolling stuff?
I don't know. You might have to, like, reset it or something. Oh, do I have a token now that I can click or no?
No. I'm adding you on another page.
Alright, he goes first.
Alright. The clay golem walks up to you in your giant turtle form, and he just wheels back and slams you twice.
Okay, I have a 19 AC.
Okay. And with the first one, he just cracks you in your Turtle. Jaw.
Turtle, not turtle.
And you take 20 bludgeoning damage from the first strike, and the second strike pangs off of your hardened shell. Go.
Alright, bite at him. That's inconvenient.
That does miss. He's
Well,
gonna
I bit
wheel
at
back.
him.
He's gonna wheel back again with a couple of slam attacks at you. One definitely hits with a 25 for another 10 bludgeoning damage against your form. And he is going to use one of his special attacks. And you just see him thump his fists, step back once and thump his fists together. And he seems a little more ready for your next set of attack.
Alright, I'll first use a bonus action to try to heal myself a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'll
Nice
bite
healing.
at him.
Okay. So you clamp down on one of its fists, but it pulls and tugs back and swings once more at you as its reaction,
Okay.
which will hit for 12 bludgeoning. But it does take the damage.
Okay. I mean, turtle can't do much else than bite once.
Mhm. He's just slamming at you. One miss, and one just kind of gets off your arm, and he grabs you by the turtle leg, tries to kick you out from under, and I would like you to make a dexterity save with the turtle.
Oh wait, no, that's the wrong dex save. I'll tell you what
13.
it should be. Okay, so whatever the heck.
You have to beat a 15.
What's
I'm
the
pretty
dex
sure
modifier of
that-
the turtle?
Oh,
What is
I
the
don't know
dex
if I beat
modifier of a turtle?
Let me look.
Well, the 13, so I hope it's +2.
No, 13's 1.
Well,
14's
no, I don't
2.
know. I don't know what the turtle's stats are. I gotta look.
The giant
That's
turtle.
okay.
Giant snapping turtle. Has a +2 to. No, that's +2 to con. That's +0 to dex.
So
So
what's
I
your roll?
failed, and I get to make a con save to get knocked prone.
Yes.
I don't get knocked prone.
You don't get knocked prone?
No. Giant snapping turtle has the
Stable
stable
ability.
ability.
Ah, okay.
Whenever an effect would knock it prone, I get to make a DC 10 con save to avoid being knocked prone.
Okay. So in this case, the golem kicks down and kicks your leg out from under you, but instead of falling prone, you kind of roll on your shell a little bit and come back up and pop up behind him. Go.
Num num.
And you bite him in the ass.
We're gonna heal a little bit. Ooh.
Ooh. So the golem wheels back and punches you twice. Ooh, hard. One for 24 bludgeoning damage. And one for 13. Steps back and
Alrighty.
he slams his fists once more, and it looks like he's kind of charging up.
Does he look at least beat up, bro?
Yeah. Your attacks are doing appreciable damage to him.
Well, I didn't know, like, what state he was looking in.
He's not in dire straits yet.
Okay. So, gonna come up to him and bite one more time,
Okay.
and we're gonna heal.
Okay.
That was with 3d8. That was more than before, and I rolled way worse.
Okay. So he's going to make 4 attacks against you this turn.
Oh Christ.
3 of those 4 hit.
Oh boy.
For 15 damage, 24 damage.
Okay, one moment. So the... Okay, so I'm gonna take 5 damage after that second one as not turtle, and my AC is now 20.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense. I'm not doing
The
that.
third one was the 23 to hit, so
Okay, so that's okay.
that's for 22 bludgeoning against you.
Oof.
And you're up.
How's this guy looking now?
Not pristine. He's looking kind of beat up. He's looking in fighting shape still, though. He's looking like he can probably
Yeah.
still fight for a bit.
I was gonna say, because I used my other wild shape earlier because I was trying to do a thing. Alright, I didn't know what let's just challenge ratings. Okay, one moment.
What are you doing, Killua?
I'm gonna polymorph. I just want to know what I'm gonna polymorph into. Okay, so polymorph lets me go up to my level since I don't have a CR.
Okay.
I'm gonna become a giant ape. Because that's
Okay.
CR 7 and I'm level
Yeah.
7.
Okay. Yeah. What's this? What's the AC of the giant ape?
12.
Okay.
No, 14 because of my
Okay.
chip.
All right. The golem is going to hit you twice. And
I
hit.
would assume so.
That's for 20 damage and 21 damage. So I need a DC 10 and a DC 11 con saves for your concentration.
Okay, I assume that I make them as the ape, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay, so sure. Sure. Okay.
Okay. Then you're up.
Okay, so we're gonna one moment while I make an attack, so I don't have to put it in manually every time.
I'll just roll him. This won't take much longer. If you.
Okay, well I got a +9 to hit with a 10 for
Okay.
range, so 9, 3d, 10, +6. 1 and 2. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay. So, your new giant ape form feels pretty good, and you just whap to the left and whap to the right, and you just knock the damn thing's head off. And the golem's arms kind of slowly drop to its side, and its shoulders slump. And then from its center, you see a little slit, and a little tray just kind of slides out. And there's another small disc there. This one with a lion on it.
Alright, I'm gonna drop concentration on polymorph then, so I'm no longer
Okay.
an ape. And I'll
Sure.
pick this and put it in the thing.
Sure.
Because I
Alright.
assume that me being an ape probably wouldn't be great for everything else that I want to probably have.
Yeah.
Just monkeying around.
So, at the final thing that slides back out, but they don't seem to slide back in. and you see across there's a faint shimmering kind of appears over the porthole underneath you, and the words "Show your true center" appear, and then a very thin-looking rope appears across the chasm left, and in the center, rotating slowly, a disc.
Alright,
a
well,
crane on it.
first I'm going to heal myself a little bit. Does this take longer than... Alright, so for a minute, I'm just gonna sit here, heal myself a little bit, and get, I think it's 10d6.
Okay,
Just in the off chance that I, like, fall.
That's
or
fine.
something.
okay. So you take 36 HP back.
So, back up to full.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to walk across the rope then.
All right. So putting your feet out on the rope, it's very wobbly.
I would assume so.
So I'd like you to start off with me a dexterity check.
Check or save?
We'll start with a check. Okay, you're pretty sure you can wobble your way onto the thing. You start moving forward, and it's a little bit shaky and a little bit hard, and you kind of sway a little bit, but you recover and you keep moving forward. Give me another dexterity check.
That's slightly worse. Oh no.
Well, you continue moving forward, and you start to wobble a little bit, and your foot slips a little bit, and you catch yourself. I need a dexterity save. You catch yourself on the rope, okay. One leg, one arm, kind of, hanging, dangling on the rope now. What would you like to do?
Am I, like, in the middle of the rope or whatever?
You're about 10 feet from the edge, about another 15 feet from the center. Where
'Cause I assume that they want us in the center, and then I would need to, like, stand.
well, the rotating disc is about 4 feet above the center of the rope there.
God, I'm gonna have to jump to get that. Oh, wait, no, I won't. It's about 4 feet up and 3.5 feet, so I can probably reach it. Okay, so I'm gonna slowly keep moving over.
Okay.
Another dex check, I assume.
So how are you doing? So do you want to climb yourself back up, or?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna climb myself back up.
All right, then make a dexterity check, please. Okay. You're starting to move a little closer. You're okay. It's getting harder for you to maintain your balance. Even you already slipped once. It's very wobbly. It's very difficult, but you do get underneath the sigil. You'll have to possibly jump or do something else to get it, but it's very wobbly and very difficult.
Alright, I assume that I can't just reach it.
Reaching up for it, you're about leaps away. And it's also, if you kind of up and down a little bit, there's a lot of bound in the rope, but it's more or less you trying to maintain your balance right now. I'd like you to make a dexterity check. Okay.
Alright,
You're able to keep your balance for now.
I guess try to get it. Like,
Okay.
this is...
So you can use acrobatics or athletics to leap.
actually better at athletics.
Okay. Leaping up, you didn't. Your foot slipped a little bit, and you weren't able to get high enough. I would like you to make a dexterity save.
Ho, ho, ho.
And you catch yourself, and instead of slipping, you actually kind of slide a little bit on the rope, and you kind of get to a little better position, and you're able to kind of maintain your balance a little more easily from this position.
Alright, I'm gonna once again try to get it.
All right, go with athletics.
Oh no!
Trying to use like the spring that you got from the previous jump, and use it to rebound, you actually rebounded at the wrong time. You're supposed to jump at the top, not at the bottom. You tried to jump at the bottom and it kind of evened out everything. And it's kind of shimmied and shook. But due to your superior footing, you were able to maintain it. But you kind of shifted a little bit because of it. You have to maintain your balance again.
So I gotta roll dex again, or can I try
Yes.
to hit it?
Okay. All right, you're again, due to the previous landing and kind of settling of the rope, you're able to even yourself back out a little bit.
Okay. I mean, I don't think that I can just like use something to get it though. So that's why I've been trying to just jump up to get it. So I mean, let's try again.
With that, you bound up and down a little bit and kind of get some spring in the rope, and then leap this time at the top of the apex of the rope and get high enough to grab the pendant. And I need one more dexterity save from you.
Oh no!
And you slip and you're dangling by one arm. I need another dexterity save or a strength save. You were able to just, by brute force, you're able to hang on. You clamp the plaque that you have in your mouth and you grab on with both arms and you're hanging steadily right now.
Hey Sean, does the Trophy of Transformation just count as like a wild shape so I can have the things on me, like either be in my hands or like meld into my form?
I will say you can try. What was your question exactly?
Like, if I turned into a peacock to save myself. Like, if I were to fall. Which, right now, I pulled myself back up, so I'm okay. Like, would I be able to... Make an Arcana check. I'm not very good at this.
It's okay. Yeah, I mean, you could try.
Right, well, I mean, I'm just gonna keep trying to walk back then.
Well...
For now.
Dangle back, but yes.
Oh, I thought I pulled myself back up.
If you if you're gonna pull yourself back
I'm
up,
not just
then
gonna
go ahead and
like
make
dangle
a
back.
Okay, make a dexterity check on your way back.
Oh no!
And a save.
But
you save, okay. And you grab the rope again, and you're just hanging again. This time, possibly crawling back a little bit, hand over hand on the rope. You could be a strength check to hang on to the rope instead of maintain your balance.
I don't think it would fit with the trial that they're trying to go with.
Okay.
I'm gonna still do this.
Okay.
And fail again!
And have problems.
I have so many issues!
I will say with the artful lunging of your attempts to step your way back to the edge, you are able
totally
to
trying to make this look like I'm just like jumping down and pulling myself down.
It's almost a dance with the rope as you swing up and down off the rope and off to the side and then grab back up and then off to the side and grab back up. Eventually, with a flourish, rolling off of the rope onto solid ground once more, with the crane disc in your hand.
Into the pillar it goes.
Okay. As you place it, you hear a nice loud thrum, and the stone columns all kind of descend down, and the opening spins closed once more. The stone columns meet the ground flush with it, and the stone center spins open once more. This time, showing about a 5-foot wide staircase spiraling down into darkness.
Let's head down there.
I follow him.
Okay. Going down, starting to walk down, descending into the dark space is dim, causes dim but warm lights to just spring up as you draw close, allowing no part of your journey unlit. And the deeper you descend, the gray granite stone yields to much more yellow clay shale rock. And you descend further, 100 feet, 200 feet. You can't see the top anymore. Now you are a spiraling down into darkness group. Do I have a marching order from you guys?
I mean, I probably would have started heading down first, just
Okay.
because of
I'll be behind him. I'll just kind of keep an eye on any traps.
Godfrey and Clicker are asleep.
No, we're not.
Okay.
Well, I'm not anyway.
Clicker's muted.
I am muted,
Yeah.
my bad.
Okay.
I'll just
so
say
you guys-
we're just kind of like follow the lead, and whoever wants to take one spot, kind of fill in.
All right, Godfrey, 3 or 4.
I'll take 4.
Okay.
Cool.
Bless you.
You notice through all this, Farthus elected to stay in the inn, and it's just the 4 of you.
Okay.
So, you continue descending in darkness for 5 minutes. Just hearing at this point, just the sounds of the dormant city are gone. All you hear is the clack of your boots on stone as you step down further and further. And you see nothing but this dim light and this spiral staircase. 10 minutes. 15. After about 20 whole minutes of walking down, not sure even how far down you are, but you see illuminated in front of you a bottom. Same stone as the walls, very deep, dark, heavy red, and an archway, a great stone archway with power, wisdom, courage, balance, written in a halfling dialect that is not foreign to you but old. Also, with them, the symbols corresponding: the boar, owl, the lion for courage, and the crane for balance. Beyond it is a hallway that is about the same size as the archway itself. Massive.
It's a large door.
It's a very large archway.
Oh,
There's
just an
no
archway?
door. Yeah.
I thought you said there was a door.
I kind of glance
Just,
at it, take a look, just make sure there's nothing that he's gonna get hurt.
Look inside.
Peering inside, go ahead and give me perception checks. Okay. So looking deep in there, you see about as far as your vision will take you.
So 40 feet.
And yep, you
So-
see
60 feet.
essentially more of the same, but the stone seems very worked here now. And it was carved as you walked down, but now the stones are worked. They're paved almost. It's almost like a cobblestone pathway as you walk through here. And you see various glimpses of something on the walls. But it's a little farther out of your vision to see. You do not perceive any traps.
Alright. I mean, I'll just start walking in then.
As you walk through this hall, you see as you pass maybe 60, 70 feet, you start seeing just a giant mural covering the entire arch. All the way up and down, it looks like it was a whole scene pasted here and painted, and it depicts a man, halfling. It appears to possibly be Ballas from the statue. And he's fighting just this massive chimera, screaming at it with a large pike. If you continue on, you see another. There's a very fat halfling presiding over what appears to be a treaty between two various races, half-orcs, humans. Or elves, I'm sorry. Further on, there's more. There's a regal-looking woman, all halflings. There's a sturdy-looking, dark-haired gentleman who looks almost like your father, but in no way like your father. He looks to have been dressed and carries himself the same way, but in no one feature is he similar. You get further and further and further, and about about 15 or 20 murals in, you see a mural of your mother. She's helming a great airship, wielding powerful druidic magics against a great giant black dragon.
She totally did that. I forgot they fought a black dragon whenever we went in there.
As you continue on, there are no more murals. But there's much more to this hallway. After you get further enough, you hear a very deep and powerful but distinctly feminine voice. Greetings, ancestor of Greyfield. You and your companions, come forward and greet me.
Okay.
So I'll just slowly walk up.
Walking forward and forward,
weird.
slowly, as if the enchantment of the place was kind of designed to give a little mystery to this first greeting. You step forward, and slowly as you begin to see this being. My name is Ancient Haragon. I am the protector of these lands. I am the true ruler, and the Greyfields serve me. As that statement finishes, the rest of the lighting comes up, and revealed to you is a massive, gigantic emerald dragon.
When you say emerald, are you Matt Colvillian?
Covillian emerald dragon.
Okay.
That's what I was expecting, at least in terms of whenever you said that afterwards. I mean, I'm assuming that I've never seen an emerald dragon before.
No, and the dragon herself, you've seen pictures of dragons, and you've seen gold dragons, and you've seen chromatic dragons. She is very vibrant green, but almost all of her scales don't appear to be metal. They don't appear to hold a specific color. They shimmer and shift between all various different shades of. She looks down at you in her massive form, and her face almost seems benevolent to you. And she leans in, and softly for her, but booming. You are the next to serve, are you not?
I am.
What is your name, young Greyfield?
Key of a Flame Runner Greyfield.
Going with the hyphenate, I see. Well, very well. Your name is your own. Will you serve me for the greater good? Will you serve to protect this land?
I
Your mother was not sure of herself when she came to me last. But in time she learned, in time she proved, and in time she was able to help. She proved herself a great warrior. She fought against the devil once more, risen again. There are new perils in this world, new evils. Will you fight against all of them?
yes.
Good. Then I will tell you two things, one of the past and one of the future. Of the past, it was not Strahd alone who broke the world. It was the gods who broke it and left us to fend for ourselves. Bahamut was not aiming to cut off magic. He was aiming for me when he broke the world and caused this once great kingdom, this great realm of mine to be torn into what you see now. Bahamut hates all other dragons, and his followers, at least now, no longer to be trusted.
What about the follower that's in here?
I have the impression that he knows this already. The thing of the future that I have to say is that those who serve me will need to fight a foe that you have not seen before. A foe that is crafty and clever, capable of corrupting the minds of even the most stalwart. You fight
Mind flayers?
Indeed. You fight beings of the Underdark not known to this realm before. The Illithids will rise, and they do not come alone. They bring with them an artifact. You must find this artifact before they can use it. Otherwise, the great destroyer of realms will rise, and even I could not stop him. I who have been sealed here for nigh 500 years. You and your line who will serve me are the ones who must act in my stead. Go to the east. Seek out the elves. Seek out the dwarves. Stop the Illithids from taking hold. Stop them from whatever they have planned. Now
I'm
go.
sorry, just if you double. Stop. Who has what plan? The elves have planned, or the Illithids?
No. The elephants have the plans, we have to go find the elves and the dwarves.
Okay, I didn't know if he was implying that the
Bring
elves-
together the old allies, elves, dwarves. If the half-orcs will come, bring them. The other races will join, bring them. Such a force is going to be necessary. But that might not be your calling. Your goal is to stop the Illithid's ritual. Find the artifact before they can use it. The rest will fall into place.
Where should I start?
Head northeast. Head to the area of St. Jaeger. The monk dwarves there. They will have more answers about this artifact for you. We'll know more. Then we'll possibly know where it is hidden. What I can tell you of this artifact is it can summon a creature far more powerful than even I. A creature that lives to do nothing but destroy. If it is summoned, I fear all will be lost. Do you have more questions for me? This may be the last time we are able to speak.
I'm kind of just looking at Killua. Be like, ooh, this is your thing, buddy.
I mean, now that I found out where we should probably go first, so I don't know what else. I mean, do you know about how long we have?
That I do not know. Perhaps it is up to you. I know that they are searching for it, and if they find it, it won't be but a few days for them to enact the ritual. I know they can have agents. They can take over your mind. And if
Yeah,
it's
We
allowed
encountered
to,
before.
if it is allowed to stew for a long period of time, my little birdies told me of the incident in Rarni. There have been more such incidents in Bladoon since. A great inquisition is going on there.
I just gotta ask. Let me just. Hi. I'm
Hi.
Zero. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
So how long have you been down here?
She said nearly 500 years already.
Over 500 years I have
over.
been trapped down here.
Okay. All right. So
I
500
was
years.
trapped here by Bahamut. He attacked me and I burrowed down here. I've not been able to break free. In desperation, I sealed this place from his attack.
So only the Greyfield line knows of you.
Yes,
And you are the true ruler of this area, so you say.
as I say.
I'm just,
Do you deny me?
I got no stake in the game there, buddy. I'm just more asking. I just want to make sure that, so no matter what, there's no free will up above for the rulers. They answer to you, correct?
Correct.
Oh, nice. This is a great place. I really like this city. I'm
Your
just kidding.
insolence is not approved.
You know, I wish I could tell you I've never heard that before, but it seems to be a common theme sometimes.
She
Yeah,
holds
maybe don't
her.
piss off the
She
ancient
reaches
Emerald
forward with
Dragon.
one massive clawed arm, plants a. I'd say probably about 10 times the size of Killua, more like 3 or 4 times the size of you, Zero, about a foot away from you. And she picks up another clawed hand and pinches 2 claws together and pulls and rips free a small gem on her arm and pulls it back. She moves it forward and she lets go. And it sits at your feet, Zero.
Does it? Does it,
Mhm.
Sean? Or is it picked up mighty quick? I think it's picked up pretty goddamn quick.
Okay, make a wisdom save. You avoid the damage, but you find it very difficult to think ill of Harago.
Is that the name of the dragon?
Yes, it is.
Can I, seeing as I've been cursed before,
Mhm.
can I toss away the fucking gem?
Sure.
I do such a thing. Do I still have that last thing?
Oh, you mortals. Always grabbing, jumping at opportunity before you can think. Now,
I like
how
to
do you
think-
feel?
Well, do I still have the opinion that I can't
Oh,
think
yeah.
ill? I do the gritted teeth. Hold on, let me check with my inner monologue. Ghost
And then we
lady.
hear Burgle's voice.
Nope, ghost lady. How do I feel about this?
Yeah, you have Ghost Lady.
Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of Ghost Lady in there still. Well, it's not my fault you're an idiot.
But how do I feel about this?
Well, you last thought that this dragon was an idiot for getting itself trapped down here, and you thought that you would be able to help your friend break free of all of the ruler lines of Haragon. But I don't think that you think that right now, do you? Because you're an idiot.
I relay all of that. Oh, like apparently, my my roommate.
Can I just, like, cover up his mouth about halfway through that?
I'm being sincere. I'm just relaying what the roommate's telling me.
I see. Well, oh,
Oh,
there we
Clicker,
go.
good job. Perfect.
Well,
Okay.
Right before Clicker felt like his life was in danger, he just silently area.
Okay. Clicker, you feel that the spell's about to fail, but you hear 2 taps from the dragon's claw and the spell succeeds.
Okay.
As if she could tell that something was being cast and that
She allowed it.
you allowed it to happen.
That's
Not
great.
That,
That's good.
yeah. You see, even his friends, because you can't hear shit now, Zero. Even his friends sometimes have to help him out.
I don't know if we can read Dragon
Your
Lips.
friends will have to help you out, Killua, Flame Render Greyfield. May you one day adorn a righteous spot in the murals above my hall, and may you serve me well throughout your years. Go. Do the bidding required.
Here's the first to leave.
Clicker just turns around as soon as she says
First
go.
one to turn tail. He's like,
As
yes,
soon as she
ma'am. Here
says
we
go,
go.
he's like, bye!
Mhm. Okay.
I mean,
As you leave, as you leave, you see just the outline, the tracing of you, Killua. You mounted on a massive for you griffin. And that's all you see from the mural, but it's beginning to trace a little bit. And you walk by the murals aforementioned and begin the very long climb up the stairwell. And as you do, as the last of you passes through the archway, Zero, you're now allowed to think whatever you want to think and speak however you want to feel about said dragon. It's as if you passed that threshold.
Mhm.
It was the magic was released.
That's good. That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Plot dragons, yo. Plot
Oh,
dragons. Mm,
What dragons?
gotta
The
love them.
most important dragons.
As you pass through the archway, it kind of closes over. It doesn't like slide closed or slam closed or come up from the floor closed. It just fades into existence, a wall behind you. And all that is left is the climb up.
It's gonna take a long time.
Probably.
Can I fly up as bird?
You can certainly try.
Can I try?
You can turn into any bird you like.
Well, no, I can only turn into the peacock at the moment.
Okay.
So
To the
peacock.
peacock you go. And
Because
with a flourish of
I have to make
vibrant
sure it's
color,
different.
you fly up into the sky and take off past your fellows who
Take off
all
past
still
everyone
need
else.
to currently all are trudging up the stairwell.
I mean, Clicker can fly.
Clicker could.
Just Clicker fly with me.
Sure. I had to rip my shoes again. They haven't
Okay.
been on this last hour, probably.
Okay. So you and Clicker flying up and down a little bit. Flying's a little bit faster than walking. And Zero and Godfrey bring it up the rear, stopping a little bit because they don't have the opportunity to fly. And make their way up and up and up and up and up. And it feels like the walk is a little bit shorter this time around. It feels like it was only about 5 minutes walking up. Just strange. But
Oh, I
such
was
is
totally only
the
flying because I didn't feel like walking for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Mhm. And you make it back up to what appears to have been a much longer time than you anticipated. And you see the sky as the last of you steps up out of the circle. It kind of rotates shut and closed, and you see the sky kind of turning a dull gray as it begins to turn to dawn already.
Well, shit.
How many days have we been in there? Is he gonna turn into a girl or something? Goodness.
Actually, what day is it, Sean?
We don't know, obviously.
Yeah,
Time has
well,
been acting up.
it seems to have been a longer time than you expected it would.
I'd assume, like, it's probably just the next day.
I hope so.
Hmm.
Like a year later or something.
That would be awful.
One just thinks like we kidnapped you.
No,
We could've
Mom
ransomed
would just
you.
think that I failed.
So you said it's dawn at the moment.
It's almost dawn.
Let's go crash.
I'm gonna head back to the castle.
It's dawn, and I've been up all day, so I'm gonna go sleep.
Okay. So
I'm gonna see if I can find, like, a room.
Well, you could find your room, but it's
Yeah, my
currently
room is
being
currently a fight
remodeled from
pit.
a fighting pit.
Because apparently it's a fighting pit. So, like a guest room?
There would be plenty of guest rooms, and
I'll take a guest room.
okay, you can finagle your way to a guest room, pretty quickly and easily, and crash there. Is anyone not crashing? Everybody's kind of feeling like a good night's sleep is in order here. Well, good day's sleep.
Hell yeah.
Nah, I think it's gonna stay up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just kind of like dick around.
I mean,
Get something to eat.
kind of
You
like
will
turning
take
it
your-
into a normal sleep schedule.
Nah.
Mm.
For me, it's still midnight. I can go for, like, a couple more hours. Be a little tired.
Like,
I'll sleep next night.
I'd probably check in with Mom before going to bed, just because, like, I want her to know things happen.
Alright. Your mom
Just-
takes one look at you and goes, "You can rest here. We'll talk when you're awake."
Right, that makes sleep.
Oh yeah, wow. Huh. Yeah, it's the 29th.
Is it Thursday?
Not yet.
When is the how long till Thursday?
What day is
Tomorrow.
it?
Oh, wait. Like, whenever I wake up, it'll be Thursday, or the
No,
next
today
time
is
it'll be
Wednesday.
The next day.
Like, right now it's Wednesday, 8 a.m.
Okay,
So.
so I'm just like sleeping around like noon or 2 or
Enjoy-
something.
Yeah.
I'll be getting up. I won't have to go say hi to Mom as female Killua yet.
You're just like unattuned from it every once a week.
Even if I unattuned to it, I think I'm still cursed.
Oh, it's a curse? Oh, great. They give you a cursed item. That's gonna be great.
It's just a minor curse.
You just said those words, but I'm not sure if you know that. I mean, like, it's just a minor curse.
Hey, I mean, I'm already under
only
another
killed him.
curse. I have a Gaius on me.
Killed him a little bit.
Oh, I would have, eaten the cookie donut, too. Before I went.
Oh, go right before bed.
Yeah, like
Eat.
a
Right before bed, eating the crystal donut.
cookie donut.
Crystal, apparently. Spoilers.
Apparently it's crystal.
So,
I really want to know what that other donut did to me.
I would like you to make a Constitution save.
So how'd it go?
Okay. It tastes a bit gritty, but you're okay.
Okay.
I'd like to know what the donuts could have done.
I would like to know what the donuts, or at least
Okay.
the one that the
The
one
ones
I
that you
have.
don't know about hasn't happened yet, but the ones that you passed the saves
Oh,
on.
so things will still
Oh,
happen
good.
for that
Yeah, the
one.
ones that saved
Okay.
What's that?
The red one would actually, yes, if you failed it, you would contract vampirism.
You can sell that in a city?
No, you can't.
What the hell? Get that man arrested!
Killua, you did not turn to crystalline stone,
Why would he sell that to the goddamn prince?
and nothing bad happened to you guys. You don't know anything about these donuts.
I don't know what the last one does.
It doesn't
And
sound too great so far.
he did not turn into a snake
Okay.
for an hour.
How long would I have been stoned?
An hour.
Till someone cast Greater Restoration.
I know.
Would have been a vampire in an hour?
You would not have been a vampire for an hour, but vampirism, when caught early, is treatable.
Remove curse or something.
I really want to know what my other donut's gonna do, and I don't know when it's gonna happen, and I'm afraid.
It was
Is
the techno-colored sprinkles, yeah?
Yeah, the rainbow sprinkle
Yeah.
mood
Okay.
hair. Not actually
Okay.
mood hair.
Okay.
Go wake up as a male half.
We'll
Figured
find
out.
out what happens when you wake up.
I mean, I'm
Nook's
assuming that long rest wake up.
Okay, so assuming the long rest wake up, because we got about 20 minutes, That does go off, and yup, that hair, epic.
Oh no, I got the mood hair again.
All right, Zero.
Sorry, I fucking just remembered I have to get up at fucking 6 instead of my normal 7.
All right, type. Good night.
Alright, enjoy.
I think it might be an okay time for us to call it then. I know we're a little bit, but
Wait, do I actually have mood hair?
you have. It's not mood hair. It changes color like randomly.
Oh.
Like you'll wake up and each day you'll roll a d10 and it'll be a different color according to that d10.
Unless you remove the curse or what?
Bright pink.
Oh.
Oh, good. I'm gonna cast remove curse, and he's just gonna like lose 5 curses.
Do you have remove curse?
Yeah, I'm a player.
Well, I didn't know if you knew it yet or not. I couldn't remember when you learned it.
Level 3 spell.
Oh, then yeah, you probably have it.
So we're calling it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, I didn't know if we were doing the talk with mom again. Anything?
I think we want to have more people there as we go,
Okay.
and we'll see if she has anything interesting.
Yeah, no. We're good.
Secrets.
Secrets!
Secrets.
Alright, I
Is
now have
valuable.
your Technicolor hair as a feature and trait from Magic Donut.
Yep.
Jeez.
Oh my god. At least I
How about
like
you do,
had
like, a
the
rest
I had like the quote unquote good one.
Sean, when do I have access to Burgle?
Everyone
I think
does.
I gave everyone access to Burgle.
It was
Oh,
so
okay.
we could like steal all the shit.